What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy middle of the week, everybody. That's right. Welcome to Wednesday. Hope all of you having a delightful day. It's kind of literally the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
We got today, they're saying just sunny, warmer, 87 today, but tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
The change.
It all breaks loose.
Rain, cooler temperatures.
Sky opens up and gives us some.
And I think, I'm no meteorologist, I'm no expert. I think, like this weekend, it's supposed to be less rain.
Yeah.
Like Thursday, Friday is supposed to be like our rain. But for Saturday, Sunday, no rain chances as of right now.
Okay.
But then they're talking like 20% the first part of next week. So I'm hoping that doesn't continue on the rest of the week.
That was my next question is how are we looking for next week?
Well, what I'm hoping is we got all these 50, 80, 70% now.
Right.
And like 20s next week. And then the 20s just, either it's sporadic rains like overnight or times when it's not going to mess up fair stuff.
I've noticed when it's 20 to 30%, that's when we get the heaviest rain. When it's like 80%, it'll probably rain, but it's like real sprinkly, like, wussy rain.
The good rain.
The good rain comes at like 20 to 30% for some reason.
It depends on your look. Like for farmers, ranchers, that sprinkly.
The constant sprinkly rain is the good rain. Sure. But I'm talking about that, like the sky opens up and just lets loose for 20 minutes.
When we get all of our rain at once.
Good New Mexico rain happens at like 20 to 30%.
Yeah. Actually, I think those always seem to be even lower, like 10%.
Yeah.
Like if there's like no chance, then we get the storm of the century. If they're like, storm's coming, don't you know? And it's like,
yeah, we batten down the hatches for 7 days, and it's just like a drizzle. People packing sandbags down at the Union.
And well, at least you know what? At least Game of Thrones is far enough behind us in the rearview mirror where people don't have to do the winter's coming.
Winter's coming. See, around
for
here
27 years.
And it's funny too, around here, every time anybody would make that reference, all anybody would ever say is, winter's coming,
That's not what he said. Well, happy Wednesday.
Yes.
Welcome to it. Hope all you're having a good day so far. I'm having a pretty good one.
Yeah.
It started, but so far so good.
Not too shabby.
I woke up. That's a start.
Look at that. Put it in the win column. Hey. Eyes open. It's a win.
Hey, some people get very satisfied by making lists and checking things off on lists. Hey, if you're one of those people, you don't have to make the list hard.
No.
My brother, I think I've told this story before. This was back when my brother was still attending college. He went to a maritime, the SUNY Maritime Academy. It's kind of
okay.
If people have heard the Merchant Marine Academy, it's one of your military academies. Merchant Marine. It's in New York City. Well, the state of New York has its version, which is the SUNY Maritime Academy.
Okay, it's
across the river from the Maritime Academy. They do the same things, the same da-da-da-da. But anyway, that's where my brother went to school. It's a military school.
Okay.
So the only reason I tell you this, because the point of the next thing, my brother was kind of a slob, kind of a, typical teenage kid. And of course, now he's meticulously anal about everything.
Yeah, the military will do that to you.
Well, and the point I'm making is he had a list that someone else in my family procured, like his to-do list during that time. And his to-do list was very, very broke down.
Yeah?
Like when you do a to-do list, like your list is basically what? Like go pick up the kids,
wash dishes, do laundry, pick up kids.
Yeah, that's like
generalized tasks.
Yes.
Okay.
I think most of us do it that way. Not my brother. Not the way he had this list. His list was
he made instructions.
Pretty much. It was do laundry. Separate whites from coloreds. Put whites in dryer. Close. I mean, he literally fold socks. I'm like, wow.
Dude, already
like step by step.
Already the separate whites from colors. I mean, who does that?
My brother
I've
did.
Literally never separated a load of laundry in my life.
I did.
In my life.
I did.
Why though?
Because I was in the military and I had no money. And so I couldn't afford to take things to cleaners, and you have to have meticulous uniforms.
That's true. That's true.
Or they get on you. So
yeah, my shirt's all. I mean,
guess you got to do it yourself. So
I just don't care that much. I've genuinely looked at a basket of clothes and said, I'm just going to take this basket and dump it all into the washer until the washer can't hold anymore.
Well,
and then I'm going to throw as many pods as I can in there to what I feel is justified for the load.
Apparently, I wore a lot of red shirts in my teenage years because I ruined more white things with new red shirts.
Did shirts run more back in the day? Because I have done that. I've washed reds and whites, and I've literally never had a shirt run.
A brand new red shirt that you never washed before. Have you washed it with whites?
Yes.
And you got lucky.
Literally, the shirt that I'm specifically thinking of is the Autism Walk shirt from like 3 years ago. It's the Autism What is Your Superpower? Bright red. I have washed that shirt with my white. Okay, maybe this was a white shirt when I started. That's not the point. No. No, but I've washed my whites with like bright colors and it's never run. Never one time.
We're walking on the edge, sir, because I've had that happen many a time.
You know what? And now that I say it, it's probably going to happen to me. I've literally never set the temperature for a load of clothes. I know they say you're supposed to like wash whites in cold and coloreds and
actually I think it's the opposite. Whites and hot and coloreds and cold.
That tells you how much I know. I've never done that. I'm just like turn the washer on, dump clothes in, put soap in. Good.
Go watch a YouTube video. They got one on there on how to do it.
I've seen them, but it's like my way seems to be pretty effective. I still smell good. I mean,
yeah, it won't affect the smell.
Relatively clean. And if my shirts run a little bit, so be it. And then all my shirts are a bit more colored.
He's like flexing. My red shirts don't bleed.
These colors don't run.
My red shirt don't run.
It's never happened to me. I don't know.
All right. Well, good for you.
And yeah, maybe I'm just one of the blessed few.
I'm telling you, I think you just happened to just skate by on life on that one because I've been hammered buddy time.
Yeah, but how often do you do your own
now?
laundry?
No, none.
Yeah, exactly.
But back in my single days and everything else, yeah. Now I'm a folder.
Nah.
I fold and hang. I help do that side. I don't put it in the machine or turn it. She's in charge of all that.
I don't even have a drawer for shirts. Like everything I own is hung up because I don't have like a dresser. But I genuinely want one of those Sheldon Cooper shirt folding things. I don't know why. I just want one.
You're going to get all that.
Real cool.
You're going to get that in your life soon.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I mean, now that you're, a dating man again, they're going to put you back on your A game. Just saying.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're
just saying.
I'll put it this way. I don't think I've ever showered more in my entire life. But it's just what it is.
All right. Let me give you the rundown for today's show while Sean worms around in his chair over there.
I'm good.
Brute by Fabric.
That's right.
Travis Hicks going to join us with Eastern New Mexico State Fair here in a few minutes. Give us a just talk about general fair stuff happening next week and giving everybody whet some appetites to get on out to the fair next week.
I'm genuinely curious because now that I'm hearing kind of how things are set up this year, like Food Row is going to be completely different.
Yeah, it's going to look a little different when you walk around. They've moved things around a little bit, but I think
Change is good. I'm all for it.
change is good.
We've gone to the same fair for a decade. It's kind of exciting to go to a new fair.
Well, the new building's like 5 years old now, so
It's still new.
I know, but
Hey.
we gotta get a new name to get the new buildings for new buildings.
You been up to the new Walmart? Moved across the street, turns out.
Yeah, like generations of people never been to the old one. hang a left where the barn used to be. So Travis will join us here just a little bit.
Sorry, off topic. It's funny you mentioned that. Yes, generations have passed. If you go around to the back of the mall, the Walmart is still etched in the side of the building where the letters were.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I never noticed
saw it
that.
the other day. It's still right there.
Just a reminder.
Yeah.
In the 8 o'clock hour, we'll have the folks from Big Brothers and Big Sisters for Southeast New Mexico join us, give us an update on what's happening at Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Lee and Jen with American Legion Post 61 will join us, get an update there. Of course, we're getting down. See this wall quilt hanging behind me here? We're down to weeks available to get in on the drawing for that. They're going to be doing that at the end of the farmer's market, which will be in a few weeks here. $5. They sell it every Saturday at the farmer's market. You can get a ticket out there for
Just
that.
looks like Big Flat Mike is just thinking about quilts. He's just like,
What's on the bubble today? Quilts. He loves a good quilt. But so they'll join us here and give us an update in the 9 o'clock hour.
nice.
Plus, we'll do all of your other features that include the news of the local and national variety, town hall business updates, and whatever else we can come up with for today's show. Before we do any of that, let's put on your happy face because moisture's coming, and hopefully it's before the fair, not during the fair. So here's your weather. We'll be back.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks sunny and hot today with afternoon highs close to 90 and a little bit breezy. Clear overnight with our low in the upper 50s, and then we've got some big changes coming up tomorrow with a storm system moving through eastern New Mexico. Good chance of showers and afternoon thunderstorms and even some heavy rainfall possible. Tomorrow's high in the mid to upper 70s. Rain will continue Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 58 degrees here in Roswell. I ain't gonna lie, that makes me happy. It's nice to say a current temp during my show, and it's in the 50s. That just makes me a little happy inside. I ain't gonna lie. Little things, right? Humidity is at 75%. Winds currently out of the south at 7 miles per hour. Sunny today. Highs near 87 expected. Winds will be out of the west 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 57. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, that's when we're looking at some significant rain chances. Thursday, we're looking at a 70% chance of rain tomorrow, pretty much all day. They're giving me chance of showers and thunderstorms in the morning, and a chance in the afternoon, fall by chance. So, yeah, pretty much all day rain chances. Mostly cloudy for the day. Highs expected to reach mid-70s, 74 tomorrow. North winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're saying between a tenth and a quarter of an inch of rain expected tomorrow during the day. Thursday night, we're looking at an 80% chance of rain with the possibility of a thunderstorm. Overnight low of 56 with north winds at around 10 miles per hour. Friday, 60% chance of rain with thunderstorms possible for the afternoon. Partly cloudy, highs near 72 on Friday. North winds at around 10 miles per hour. 20% chance of showers for Friday night. Partly cloudy with an overnight low of 51. That's actually good. They've decreased those chances, so hopefully that doesn't impact when the carnival and everything opens up here Friday out at the fairgrounds. It's a little wood knocking right there. For Saturday, they've pulled all the rain chances for Saturday. Just sunny skies and a high of 78. So it looks like it'd be a beautiful day to go out and ride some rides. Saturday night, mostly clear, overnight low of 53. Sunday, sunny skies back up near 80 for a high. And then for Monday, mostly sunny during the day, high of 81. We do have a 20% chance of rain Monday night and a 20% chance of rain for Tuesday next week with highs in the upper 70s. But I feel like our big rain chances all happen before the fair, which is a good thing. So, all right, it is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, and hey, don't forget this Saturday, big auction happening here. So listen up, farmers, laborers, and construction crews. Don't miss the Champion Inc. auction that's happening this Saturday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. sharp. Champion Inc. has commissioned Bill Johnston auctioneers to sell the following items at their public auction. They've got a telehandler, a backhoe, some forklifts, some dump trucks, trailers, pickups, welders, van trailers. There's even a boat, an antique car, jet skis, quality contractors, shop equipment, and a bunch more. This big auction will be happening on the intersection of Highway 285 and Ritchie Avenue in Artesia. Just go west on Ritchie to the auction site. Look for the signs. It's the Champion Inc. auction happening this Saturday, October 2nd, 9 a.m. sharp. Don't miss it. All right, it is 7:21. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then Travis Hicks going to join us on the other side. We'll talk Eastern New Mexico State Fair on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
The sun is setting on another summer, and that means savings for you during the end of summer clearance event at Richland Chevrolet. All this month, we're slashing prices across the lot. That means super low payments like a 08 Jeep Wrangler as low as $238 a month, a 2007 Toyota Tundra as low as $228 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Malibu for as little as $219 a month. Don't let the sun set on these savings. It's on all September long, the end of summer clearance event at Richland Chevy on West 2nd in Roswell. Ride for the brand.
Have they found you yet? They're always looking. They work 24 hours a day. They're underground operators, so you probably won't see them coming. They invade 5 million American homes every year. They're looking for yours right now. Termites. They cause more damage than tornadoes, fires, and earthquakes combined. They eat unprotected homes from the inside out, every minute of every day. And most homeowners' insurance doesn't cover termite damage. Don't wait until termites find you. Get protected now with the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System with always active technology. The system provides continuous daily protection against termites, killing termites today and protecting your home in the future. Termites are always looking. That's why the Centricon system is always active.
To learn more about the Centricon system, call Bob Reed Pest Control at 623-5344 in Roswell and 877-623-5344 for all of Southeast New Mexico.
Like most people, you're busy enjoying your life and taking care of today's priorities. But it's a good idea to think about your future. Will you have enough income to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle down the road? Time flies, so it's never too soon to create a financial strategy for your future. A super check from your local Farm Bureau agents can help make sure you're on track. Take control of your future and call Farm Bureau agents Caleb Grant, Jeff Weathers, and Chad Holloway in Roswell at 575-755-FBFS.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The verb form of the word run has been calculated to have almost 650 different meanings. So think about that the next time you run up your tab at the bar, and then run into a friend while you run away from the bartender. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 24 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, talking some Eastern New Mexico State Fair with us, Travis Hicks back with us. Morning, Travis.
How are you, man?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Good to see you, brother.
How's life been? It's been a while since I've talked to you.
It's been a little bit.
How's before we talk fair? How's life in the car business? I know it's
a new day every day. We show up every morning going, how are we going to make something happen today?
Yeah. Well, you've been figuring it out so far.
Yeah. It's gone okay. It's just I say we're like a lot of other people, a lot of other industries, just supply chain problems, and
sure.
So we just we're selling the cars before they get here. So
yeah,
we're just
humping it through it.
Doing the best you can,
Yes, sir.
given the deck of cards you've been handed
Yes,
here.
sir. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Like the rest of us here.
Yes, sir.
Well, good news is nothing's going to stop us for next week. Eastern New Mexico State Fair is going full strong. Full fair this year with great batch of entertainment, the parade. There'll be some changes because when you come out to the fair, I guess technically it's been 2 years since we had a fair out there.
It has.
So, of course, I know you guys have been working on the fairgrounds and doing things. So some of the amenities and things are going to look, are moved a little bit and things like that. But it'll be the fair you love and come out to expect each year.
It's going to be the best fair we've ever had.
Yeah.
It's really going to be amazing. We got a new carnival partner here a couple of years ago. Those of you guys that came out in 19 remember that. Just clean, fabulous rides, great people working for the company. So just super excited about a great carnival. We made some changes on the fairgrounds. We've got a huge, awesome stage this year for all of our talent. We've got bands literally 4 nights of the week. We've got a piano guy all week long. We got the robot guy back.
Oh, everyone get the robot. Yeah.
We get more requests for that guy than any other thing we do.
Yeah.
So really a neat deal. We got a beer garden this year, which is kind of cool.
This is a first.
Yeah, it's the first time we've tried that. Family friendly kind of deal.
Sure, absolutely.
We've got it.
Everyone being responsible.
Yeah,
so forth,
yeah. We got it right, kind of right in the middle where you can watch the entertainment and still sit in there and have a.
So you don't have to make the decision. Do I come and have a beer, or do I go?
No,
see
that's
the
right.
show?
That's right.
Yeah.
And we're putting tables out there and stuff, so we're to where you get somewhere else to eat.
Nice.
So we're really excited. We've got a really cool year lined up.
Well, I'm sure the food vendors will love that because now they're because when you're out having a beer, enjoying a concert, you're gonna want some good food to go with that.
That's right. Well, we've set that up. We kind of tried to set that up. Chili Row's kind of gone. It's there. But it's we're using it more as a seating area than it has before. The government kind of was patient enough with us about having about the facilities out there, and it finally got to the point where the investment to make them compliant with state law or whatever was so much more significant than it would. And so many people have food trucks now and stuff like that. So the little facilities just kind of had seen their last day.
Sure, it's outlived its usefulness.
Yeah, but I think everyone will love what we've done with it. We're for the longest time we've had relatively crummy seating out there. You get your food and you look around and you're like, where do I sit down with this? And we got a lot more seating this year. And so we're excited. I think it's going to be a great year out there.
It's all to cater to the public and to provide a better fair experience for everybody.
And we didn't spare any expense on the bands and the production this year. So there will be awesome entertainment out there every night.
Yeah, it's really geared like for folks if you're looking for specific like the schedule events things. Best thing you can do, and I say this every time, just go to the fair website, the www.enmsf.com. There you can see the fair book. You'll see all the entertainment for this year. But then that way you can kind of plan your nights and say, all right, we want to make sure we go out there for Thursday night because that's going to be Tejano night and everything else. Friday night we got all our country and red dirt stuff going on, so I can't miss that night. That's kind of, and then they got a whole nother night of Spanish music Saturday,
that's
and Jody Nix Wednesday night. So it's really a full night of entertainment throughout the fair, and then of course the parade kicks everything off on Monday here. One thing we also want to mention, Travis talking about the great partnership with our carnival folks this year. They actually are going to be the pre-party. The fair doesn't really. There's actually I think a livestock show on Saturday, but the grand opening everything's going to be Monday with the parade. But for folks that want to come out and get your pre-fair in on. Come on out starting Friday. The carnival will be open this weekend. Now, the rest of the fair, commercial building, all that, will not open until Monday.
That's right.
But if you want to come out, ride the rides, eat, not all the vendors will be there, but the carnival food vendors will be there. So there'll be plenty of still food opportunities and everything this weekend. They've got I think they're going to be offering discounts on ride bands and all that stuff during the weekend. So you can get your riding in early.
That's right.
And
these guys are just awesome. They're the best. They're just the best carnival we've ever heard of. And we tried it in 19. We opened up a couple of days early in 19,
and it was a big success.
It was a huge success, and and largely because that year we were concerned about rain. and
which we might have
again this year. Yeah,
it's fair.
Yeah, that's right. It's one of those things. It's you can't pass on the blessing of rain. All of us are. We're very highly agricultural.
We live by it.
That's right. That's right. So we need the rain, but we opened up the weekend before last in 2019, just kind of in anticipation of rain. Ended up being a big hit, so we're going to do it again. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So come early, get your riding on, and then come back throughout the week and ride your favorite rides, and excuses to come back and check out some of the other
exactly
stuff. Right. And that's the beauty of it. Now, I do want to talk, of course, for folks, the parade, which is unofficially the official kickoff of the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. That's going to be happening Monday morning, 10 o'clock. The parade route's the same. They're going to all meet and gather at the Wool Bowl, and then get on College, and then head down Main Street, off College, head south, and then they'll go till about the Ashley Home Store there on South Main. And so if you get a good spot on Main, anywhere between the Ashley Home Store and College there on North Main, you're going to get a good view of the parade. One thing we didn't get a chance to talk about the other day when we were talking parade, and the shame on me for this, our Grand Marshal for this year is Jim Gill. Of course, if you've been spending any time as a resident of Roswell, you probably spent some time at Roswell Seed Company, and Jim and Shirley Gill have been. That's a staple. That business is just an iconic staple in Roswell. I think it's been around since like 1898, some crazy.
I don't know,
date,
but to call it a staple in Roswell is not an understatement.
It's just a part of the fabric of Roswell here. So I got to ask, how did the board when they pick the Grand Marshal and stuff? Is there it's a perfect match, but so how did you all come to the conclusion Jim Gill's our marshal this year?
We're always, every year we're looking for someone who's been just monstrous in their contribution to the fair and what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Gill has been a part of our farm and garden thing out at the fair just as long as anyone can remember.
He's a competitive pumpkin grower. Just saying, he's in that group.
That group is a small group, but they are a powerful group. I'm going to tell you, those people put on a real serious show with those pumpkins. So, but no, he's just been fundamental to a lot of what we do out there at the fair for so long. And we really there's virtually nobody that we could qualify this year at any larger honor than Grand Marshal. So
absolutely,
we're excited to have him, and again, his participation in the fair is 100% the reason. So
absolutely. So look for Jim, and I imagine Shirley in the parade vehicle up front there, and I'm sure we'll see him throughout the fair and things at some point or another. Go out there, just having them.
You can't miss them. They're out there.
Yeah,
they spend their time at the fair, and again, we're one of the oldest parades in the whole country. We're one of the biggest parades.
Definitely largest in Roswell for sure.
Well, we're one of the bigger ones anywhere. And one of the older ones, and we're just excited that we get to do it again. Last year was such a weird year for everybody. And you don't realize until you miss it what kind of place the fair, occupies in so many people's hearts.
Sure,
it's
the fabric of the community.
It really is. It's what we're about. It's about the rich land. It's farming, ranching, agriculture. The kids who come through the animal husbandry side, the FFA, 4-H stuff, are just some of the best kids you ever run into.
Yeah.
They learn some responsibility at a young age. And if there's something to put your time, energy, effort, money behind, boy, that's something our community can awfully use. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Right. That's right.
And I said this a lot yesterday, and I don't want to get soapboxy again, but I do want to remind folks about that. Come on out, have some fun at the fair this year, ride the rides, spin around until you puke, eat as much food as you can, do all the fun things we do at the fair and all that. But please, don't forget why we do this fair, and remember the reason, and support that side. When you're done riding the rides and hanging out in the commercial building and go see one of the shows at the livestock show ring. Watch these kids in action when they're showing their animals and things. I don't care, and I said it yesterday. I grew up in Maryland. I didn't grow up in a farming, ranching. My knowledge of farming and ranching is can fit in a thimble. It's not a lot there, But I've watched enough of those shows and things to really appreciate and see what, just the hard work. Like these kids, it's nothing more fun to watch and impressive to watch than seeing these little 8, 9, 10-year-old kids manhandling an 800-pound cow, and just moving it around and showing it and doing all the things. And you realize these kids are going to be the ones that are in the ag and ranching and farming, ranching industry, and dealing with problems that are going to be bigger than the problems they're dealing with now, because that's the farm and ranch industry. That the population is getting bigger every year, more people. Mm-hmm. And the farming and ranching industry, the people that are providing food to the world, is getting smaller. So they're going to have to figure out creative ways. And these people, these kids that are out there showing sheep and all this stuff, they're going to be the folks that have to solve these problems. Well, let's support them now.
Yeah, no, and you're 100% right. I mean, I think it's lost on a lot of people that there's something behind the stuff that they go to the store and stick in their basket and scan across in the self checkout area.
Yeah,
these excuse me, all these farmers, ranchers, people are really the ones that make the food side of the world go around. And in addition, the discipline that these kids learn, taking care of life,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Whether they're growing an animal or they're growing a plant or they're taking care of life, they're
Mm-hmm.
perpetuating life on our planet. And I think the kind of responsibility that they learn, discipline that they learn in that practice is just something that's invaluable to them the rest of their lives. I've said a million times, I've had a bunch of people say, your kids never showed, why are you still so involved in the fair? I thought my kids might show when I was young, when they were younger.
Just wasn't their thing.
Wasn't their thing.
Yeah.
They did other things, and but I've never met a kid, and I've said this 100 times, but never met a kid that came out of the animal husbandry, a thing that wasn't a good kid.
Absolutely.
And in a time where there doesn't seem to be the same kind of positive outlets for our kids available, or at least popular.
Mm-hmm.
It's neat to see this group of kids who, like their grandparents and their great-grandparents and great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
are putting their time, energy, and effort into something that really is so important.
Absolutely. You say this, and I'm going to sound like the old man get off my lawn moment right here, but I've interviewed kids at the fairs and their various things for many years and things, and so I get a chance to talk to some of these kids. And I will tell you this, I talked to a lot of great kids, in sports and different things like that. But when I go out to the fair and I interview some of the kids that are involved with 4-H and FFA, and particularly even some of even the older kids that are assuming leadership roles in these organizations, and talking to them, and to a person, every time I talk to them, I walk away and I'm like, all right, I feel like we're in good hands.
There's hope.
Yeah, because these kids are I mean, they're polite and everything else, but they're articulate. They're giving you thoughtful answers, things that you can tell wasn't just something they regurgitated off a script or were told to say. No. These were kids that are well raised, brought up, critical thinkers. And I was like, you know what? I feel a little better after interviewing these kids. And every time I talk to the kids at the fair, even if it's the little ones, when they're and they're still young, you can tell it's like, oh, they're on the right path. These kids are just and that makes me feel good. And so that's the fair, is we're raising the next generation here.
Yeah. And you guys, we've never given you as much attention for what you guys do for us. I mean, you guys. Not only this station, but the rest of y'all's stations have done such a good job of helping us promote the fair, and
we're glad to help
over the course of time. And it's a community endeavor. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's so many of us. I'm a car salesman. Our board is made up of lawyers and farmers and veterinarians, and every walk of life is kind of represented in our deal. But there's one common denominator. You got all these people. The Baymont Suites, I have to mention them. They've given us a bunch of rooms for our livestock judges and stuff like that. I mean, there's just so many people in this community that really stand up, step up to take care of these kids. And I think we're better for it.
Absolutely.
I think all of us are better for it.
Well, thanks for the kind words. I appreciate it. But
appreciate you guys.
Well, we look at it because it's our community too. We live here. This is my house. I live here. This is my home. I've been here 20 plus years. This is where I am. I want to see the great things on all that too. So it's great to see it. This is you always hear the things about raising kids and takes a village and all those. This is that village side we're talking about. Things like the fair. Yes. No, we're not in everybody's house making sure kids are cleaning their rooms and all that. But But this is the life lessons that kids learn that parents, you can talk to your kids till they're blue in the face about it, but the message doesn't get there till you get in the real world sometimes, and that's what the fair is for them.
And I'm going on 20 years in this community too. And one of the most, rewarding things that I get to witness on a regular basis is some of these kids that we bought their animals or supported them when they were in high school, whose kids are now coming through. Doing the same kind of thing.
Absolutely.
It's just so rewarding for me. I get the benefit of looking at my, I've got places where I have all my pictures and stuff that I've gotten from the fair, and these kids who, were 7 or 8 years old when I was, when I bought their first animal or whatever. Now they're coming in buying a car or something, or their kids coming in,
that's your investment in our future, man.
And that's cool, man.
And that's cool. Why, speaking of, mark this on your calendar, Saturday morning, not this Saturday, next Saturday, 9 a.m., that's the junior livestock sale for this year. That's the Super Bowl for these kids when it comes to showing animals and things, especially, if they get to the livestock sale. That's their seed money for college. That's seed money for their next project, depending on the age of the student. But this is that future part. This is putting money where the mouth is, so to speak. And we have some great people that spend ridiculous amounts of money on animals to support our kids, and it's an awesome thing.
Well, and that's one of the misnomers too, is the notion that you got to have a bunch of money to support.
And
these
you
kids.
don't. Yeah,
you really don't. The some of the animals will go for thousands and thousands of dollars, but quite often people put their money together, and or someone says, all I got's a few $100 that I want to help these kids with, and they put add-ons.
Sure, and they do an add-on or buy-in.
So anybody who wants to can come. Anyone who wants to support at any level, the support is welcome. And this is really what this fair is about. There are lots of people in town get excited about the carnival rides and the food and the entertainment and stuff like that, and that's great. And we have to do that. We love doing that, but we have to do that to in order to raise enough money to keep this thing around. But this deal is really about these kids. That's what this fair is about.
Yeah, that's the whole point. So come out, support it. Come see the show. Come out, ride the rides, and do all that. But go into that livestock arena, watch a show or two. Go into the education building. Spend hours in that building because you can. There's so much to see in that building. From the model railroading to the pumpkins to the artwork to really a spotlight too of our nonprofits. Obviously we got a lot of great vendors and booths in the commercial building, but some of our nonprofits that can't man booths all week and things that are equally important. Go over there and read some of the booths and things there, because if you're looking for places to get involved in this community to make a difference, you'll get a whole lot of information to guide you on that.
Tell you an interesting thing that we noticed this year that is just worth conversation. Maybe not this morning, but over the course of time. There were a lot of people this year who had trouble staffing their commercial building booths, which was weird to us. The commercial building always fills up really quickly.
Sure.
It was much slower to fill up this year, and we kept asking vendors, hey, you've been here for 15 years. Why isn't your? And they're like, we don't have the people to staff the booth.
That's a big problem just in COVID right now.
It blows my mind. Well, it's, I don't know how much of that is totally related to COVID as much as it is related to the way we responded to COVID. There's apparently a lot of people who don't need a job.
How do those people get? I always hear this like, how come I'm never the guy that's just getting free money? I'm always the guy.
You just make too much money. That's the problem.
I'm the guy sitting there and I'm like, I haven't worked in weeks. Like, I've never said that.
No, I haven't either. It's a strange thing. Between pride and the desire, I think, to show your kids something. It's hard for me to imagine. Having said that, some of the government regulations on businesses and stuff have made it really difficult for the businesses too. So
you're absolutely right.
I can only hope that this too shall pass. But it's an interesting thing that we noticed even out at the fair this year is how difficult it is for people to get people to work. So.
Absolutely. Well, I guess my only advice there for folks is in the commercial building. If you're not registered to vote, visit some of our party booths in there.
It matters. Boy, it matters how you vote.
They will help you out with that kind of stuff.
No doubt. Those politicians are always happy to help.
Very helpful. But But you know what? If you're thinking and you're missing, I miss how life should be. Well, guess what? Next week's going to be your brought you back into this is how life should be.
That's right.
Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Officially, we'll get underway Monday. Unofficially, Friday here with the rides and everything. Again, go to ENMSF.com. And if you can't remember any of that, just Google Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Another valuable thing that you should, especially for this upcoming week, if you use Facebook, go on there and like and follow the Eastern New Mexico State Fair Facebook page. If for no other reason, to stay up to date on fair changes and anything. Obviously, there's a lot of live entertainment, live events, live things going on. Sometimes the lay of the land causes us to move things around things, weather, anything that has to be changed, moved around or anything, the quickest way to get that is usually goes up on the Facebook page first. Right. We as the radio station will look at that to say, they had to cancel this and let the world know about that. Right. So you can cut out the middleman and like and follow that, and that way you're up to date on any changes. So that way, if you're making your fair plans to come out for the day and how you're going to do, check in with that just to make sure everything's still kosher. So, yeah. And then I'm going to do the pitch like I did every other time, like we did this. When you come out to the fair with your kids and everything, pro tip, take a picture of your kids before you go to the fair, right there at the fair in the clothes that they're wearing, because every time kids get lost, it's the fair. It's what happens. The staff and everyone at the fair, they have a protocol that they run. They run perfectly every time when a lost kid happens. It involves closing down the gates. No one's going in out. It's an elaborate thing. So to make those times, because they're going to happen. They happen every year.
Happens every year. Yeah, we got to do it every year. But we've never lost a kid. So.
Exactly. But to speed those up, to mitigate that kind of stuff, take a picture of your kids.
It's a great tip.
In the outfits they're at. Have a plan before you guys get to the fair. Say, hey, or once you're there and all together, say, okay, if we get separated, pick a landmark. I don't care what it is, Ferris wheel, the commercial building, something that everyone knows where it's at. If you get separated from the group here, let's all agree to meet here, and then we can regroup.
A great place to meet is at the office. There at the fair office.
The new building.
The new building right there at the end of the midway there.
Yeah,
is a great place to meet because there's helpful people there all the time. We got access to the PA system, things
absolutely.
like that. So.
And then if I remember, yesterday we were talking. And I believe they had mentioned, I think, is it in the office or commercial building, where I think, is it the sheriff's department? Somebody's going to be doing armbands where they can have the name, and so you can go there, get an armband for your kid, put your name and phone number on the armband, so if your kid gets separated, they see the big armband that parents or somebody can look at that, call you and say, hey, we found your kid.
That's exactly right. The sheriffs will be out there. Yeah. That's another, be remiss not to mention that the sheriff's department just stepped up in a major way this year. The city didn't have the same budget or personnel that they've had in the past due to some of their own issues, and the sheriff's department really stepped up to take care of some traffic issues and stuff on the fairgrounds, like you're talking about, helping us find kids and keeping everything safe out there. So Mike Harrington certainly deserves a bunch of credit for the effort and energy that they've put into helping our fair this year.
Well, I mean, I've talked to the sheriff and like we were talking about, fabric of the community and everything else. The fair is very much the fabric of the Travis County Sheriff's Department as it is the rest of us.
Boy, he didn't even hesitate either. We called him and said, hey, man, it looks like we're going to need some help this year. You think you guys can help us out? And he was just like, yeah, what do you need? Where do you need it? It was like, man, that's awesome.
Community-minded. That's very much part of it.
There's no way around it.
Absolutely. Don't forget, once again, no parking fees. So if you're going to be dropping the kids off, please, for the sake of the sheriff, drive into the parking lot, come in and drop them off there. Don't drop them off because I know people back before parking, they drop them off on the highway.
No.
Then you got these kids running across the streets with the barrels and all the traffic, and it's just an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, our preference really is you to drive them all the way up to the gate.
Yeah, and that way you can. Well, and better yet, park and get out and enjoy the fair with them. But
that too.
If you're looking for some me time, I get you.
There's a lot of people that do that. It's like date night, take the kids to the fair.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
You know what? As far as places they could be, they're safe, and
and parents, if you want the ultimate sneaky move, drop your kids off at the fair, and then you and your date go to the fair. And then you can spy on them secretly while they don't even know you're there. And then you're just eating your funnel cakes and doing your thing and just kind of casually from afar, and then if they're doing anything shady when you get back, it's like,
I saw you.
Or just play dumb. Like, what happened? And they're like, well, how did this happen? That's how you do.
It's funny you said you were over there, but I saw you over there.
Hey, be diabolical. I don't care.
It's my whole life. I've been doing that for my kids for years now.
Yeah, I'm telling new stuff to parents. They're like, that's like level 2. Come on, man.
Right, that's right.
Very good. And again, if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate. Check out the fair website. It's got everything you need there. Fair, including prices, things. We are having our special days this year, like you normally have our senior day and special day for special needs and things like that. Unfortunately, for senior day, it is happening as far as admission, everything. It's going to be free admission, all of that. Unfortunately, because that staffing thing we were talking about earlier, they're unable to do some of the senior-specific activities that are part of normally senior day this year. But still enjoy a free entry to the fair. Come out, check out, view, be a part of the fair. It's all free to you here, so come and be a part of it.
Yeah, we've special needs, senior day, the NIMI kids on Monday. We do a bunch of things, just trying to kind of give back.
Sure, give them special opportunities for them, and they're still having those days. But I think special needs, everything's normal this year. I mean, they've gotten everything lined up. So,
I think so too.
So what you normally experience during that day, nothing's changing there. But senior day is a big one. That's unfortunate. We can't. A lot of times during that, you'll have some music for that are more centric to people that are more seasoned. And
we got the piano guy out there every day this year.
Yeah, so there's going to be great
entertainment. Truly, your dollar at the fair this year goes way further than it ever has. We've really packed it full of extra entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, above and beyond the carnival and the food and the stuff that we normally do, the education stuff. There's a lot of entertainment this year.
It's going to be a fun time. Come out, come early. Use Friday as a scope out, or this weekend. Come out, you ride your rides, just kind of scope out things, and then Monday you can have your full plan of attack and kind of know what what you're going to hit first and check out and do all that stuff. But it's going to be a full week, and like you said, the more the entertainment, and it's really like Friday night. I mean, for the basically price of admission into the fair, you're getting this huge concert. There's 4 different artists. It's a whole night of entertainment. Same with Thursday night. We've Saturday. The same.
Yeah, we've always had
nights.
huge support for the Tejano acts, that kind of thing. So we did 2 nights of that.
Yeah.
You got Thursday night and Saturday night on that, and then Wednesday and Friday there's
Jody Nix is Wednesday, and then it's. I know Sundance Head, Dirty River Boys, Sherry Rowe, and then I'm missing one.
Got it.
There's one more in there I'm missing too.
It is
Will, our classic country guy.
Sherry Rowe, Jody Nix, Sundance Head, Dirty River Boys, Piano Man throughout the week, both the Tejano nights. We got Rocket the Robot back, Pirates of the Colombian Caribbean, just something for everybody.
Yeah, it's really it's. There's a bunch of stuff out there. This is why kids get lost, because they get distracted because there's so many bells and whistles. The adults have the same problem. They just don't put armbands on us. You're supposed to be responsible. We get yourself out of it.
In theory, you're supposed to be able to find the parking lot.
Exactly. But maybe that's a rule. Maybe exception. We'll talk to the sheriff's department about this. Like, kids can get the armband and husbands.
I think my wife quite often wished I had an armband.
That's right.
We lost him again.
That's right. Check his armband and call me. Very good. Travis, anything we wanted to cover that we just got sidebarred on?
I think you got it, brother. Thank you so much again.
Anytime.
You guys are huge. We didn't have it, because we didn't have a fair last year, and that's our big, fundraising deal every year. We didn't have the same budget this year that we have in the past.
So you had to make.
You guys have really stepped in, helped us a bunch with our advertising, just stuff that we couldn't afford to do otherwise. So thanks a bunch.
Anytime.
Sure appreciate you guys.
By the way, tell your out-of-town friends and family, we're going to be filming a good hunk of the livestock shows and everything. If you're local, go to the arena and support the kids there. But if they got grandparents and stuff that live out in Wyoming or Oklahoma or Texas or something, tell them they can watch their grandkids on.
Big added value. We get ever since you guys started doing that. We get people calling and asking about it. So
good.
I'm really glad you guys do that.
It's we tried this with the Eddy County Fair years ago, and you'd be amazed at how it's funny. I mean, football's king, right? I mean, that's just it is. And we, people watch football, and we get thousands watching football broadcasts. These shows, you get hundreds and things, but it's not the fervor that the football is. Them livestock shows compare number-wise with our football numbers. It's just because there's so many people that, love, I mean, farm and ranching, but, nothing cooler than seeing your kid or your aunt or uncle, niece, out there doing something. And
the Eastern New Mexico State Fair started as exactly how it's titled, as an Eastern New Mexico event.
Yeah.
Now we're a 32 county fair. I mean, we have people from all over the state that come and participate in our fair. It's the last one of the year. So it's a big, big deal. And again, some of these people who can't come from wherever, that's a way for them to watch their shows. So
it's like State Fair number 2.
It may be State Fair number 1.
This is true. We got the livestock stuff now. What do they got?
Well, it's funny. I was watching the news.
They took a beat, man. I feel bad for some of those folks.
Oh God, I watched the news and the Albuquerque news, and they talked about their fair and expo and whatever else. I was thinking the whole time they were watching, I was thinking, the reason these fairs started, I mean, in the very, very beginning, and why they exist, very, very beginning, is for these livestock shows. And the state show wouldn't have happened this year had they not been able to pull it down here. So we hosted the state show here a couple weeks ago. So I don't know if we are the state livestock
Way
expo.
I see it.
I don't know. It's hard
It's kind of like having the Super Bowl, but not playing the game and doing all the other stuff.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, you have the big tailgate party with no football game.
Yeah, exactly. All the stuff we see all week for 2 weeks, and then the actual game's like, we're not doing that.
Well, and the other little bit is that that event is a big hole in the state budget every year. I mean, the state funds that, whereas the event that we have out at the Eastern Mexico State Fair is funded by everybody who shows up.
Exactly. I mean, it's not you aren't relying on that money to live in the future.
No, we're not getting a bunch of state funds or federal funds or anything like that to have the fair. It's really on the back of the people that come.
It's just I was seeing the parking lot situation. Like there was like these areas, and they were like normally they're overflow parking. They're making a killing. Most of them said after day one we stopped doing it because we're spinning our wheels here. There's nobody coming.
That's sad.
Yeah. Well, Travis, thank you as much. I know you probably got about 20 fires to stomp at the office here, so let's go do that. So we'll see you. We'll see you out next week at the fair. I guess.
Thank you, brother. Thanks again for all y'all's coverage.
Anytime.
Appreciate
Take care, dude.
All
right. 7:57. Let's do a quick Southeast New Mexico sports update brought to you by DSI.
Welcome to DSI, New Mexico's business technology leader. We help you digitally transform your business to do more, faster, and more secure. Selecting DSI gives you access to the world's best technologies, award-winning local technicians, and our commitment to the New Mexico communities we serve. One local source for all your technology products, services, and the personalized support you can only get from DSI.
It's time for the Southeastern New Mexico Sports Report. Is this the day that the girls soccer district, dominated by Carlsbad and Hobbs, turns upside down? Well, yesterday, it might have been the day. For one day, Carlsbad went up to Clovis with a 14-0 record. Now, Clovis had a good 10-1-1 record coming in, but hey, man, maybe the Wildcats are real. They defeated Carlsbad 2-1 after the teams went into double overtime. Meanwhile, out in Hobbs, Roswell 9-5 going in. Hobbs was 11-0-1. Roswell wins the game by a score of 3-2. So now on Saturday, Roswell will be playing Carlsbad in Carlsbad. That game starts at 1 o'clock. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at 92.9 The Brand.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
On air and online. This is Roswell's home for talk radio. KEND Roswell.
Democrats remain at odds over the president's $3.5 trillion government overhaul, while Republicans are squarely against it. Meanwhile, Congress is racing to prevent a government shutdown and debt default. More votes expected later today. North Korea says it has tested a new hypersonic missile. Mike Gracia reports.
North Korea says it has successfully tested a new weapon, a hypersonic missile it implied is being developed as nuclear capable. The announcement came a day after the South Korean and Japanese militaries said they detected North Korea firing a ballistic missile into the sea. The U.S. Indo-Pacific Command said the launch did not pose an immediate threat. The latest launch by North Korea followed 2 rounds of missile tests earlier this month. At the UN General Assembly Monday, North Korea's UN ambassador demanded the Biden administration permanently end joint military exercises with South Korea. I'm Mike Gracia.
Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren wants to replace the Fed chairman.
Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren faced off with Fed Chair Jerome Powell at a Senate hearing, telling him she will oppose giving him a second term as head of the central bank. Warren called Powell a dangerous man and says his role in regulating our nation's banks gives her grave concern.
That's correspondent Keith Peters. The race for governor in Virginia is a closely watched election as it comes 1 year before the midterms. At their final debate last night, Republican Glenn Youngkin and Democrat Terry McAuliffe disagreed on vaccinations and tax policy. Polls show a tight race in Virginia. Early trading on Wall Street, the Nasdaq ahead by 108 points and the Dow also pushing higher. More at townhall.com.
One listener that stands out that I worked with was this older couple that was interested in refinancing. They reached out to a few different lenders. Their credit wasn't the best. I know some of these other bigger banks, you just won't hear back from them, which I cannot stand. Not everybody has the 780 credit scores, and just because you don't qualify at one time doesn't mean that you'll never qualify. I'll walk you through what you have to do, whether it's 2, 3, 6 months from now. Back to that older couple, we worked with them for months and months to improve their credit, and we were able to get the loan done. We were saving them hundreds each month, thousands of dollars a year, finally got themselves into a situation financially that they can handle, and they could start saving money each month for retirement. End of the day, they just could not be happier, which just put a huge smile on my face.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLS-ConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
The man found guilty of the shotgun killings of 5 people at the Capital Gazette newspaper in Maryland has been sentenced to life without parole.
The assault was one of the worst attacks on journalists in U.S. history. In June of 2018, Jared Ramis hunted down staffers at the Capital Gazette's newspaper office. A jury found Ramis criminally responsible for killing Wendy Winters, John McNamara, Gerald Fishman, Rob Hyacin, and Rebecca Smith. And today, an Anne Arundel County judge sentenced him to more than 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole.
The judge was crystal clear that Jared Ramis should never be allowed to walk out of prison ever.
State's Attorney Ann Colt-Lidas spoke to reporters.
He regretted not being able to kill more of the victims.
Capital Gazette photographer Paul Gillespie says the sentencing doesn't erase the pain.
It's something that haunts me every day.
Montana Winters Geimer is the daughter of Wendy Winters.
The person that took her from us will never breathe freedom again.
I'm Jennifer King.
News and analysis at townhall.com. China is playing hardball with Taiwan's bid to join an 11-nation Pacific Rim trading group.
China is vowing to block Taipei's application based on Beijing's One China principle. China considers Taiwan a breakaway province, not a separate democratically ruled nation. A Chinese government spokesman says Beijing opposes the Taiwan region participating in any trade arrangements of an official nature or signing any trade agreements of an official nature. China steadfastly claims Taiwan as its own territory. Rich Thomason reporting.
Lava from a volcano on Spain's Canary Islands has reached the sea after days of wiping out homes and forcing the evacuation of thousands of residents. Columns of steam shot upward when the bright red molten rock tumbled into the Atlantic. Over the past 10 days, lava has destroyed about 600 buildings. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The Travelician, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope all of you are having a wonderful Wednesday so far. Beautiful sunny morning. Temps are nice. 60s, low 60s right now. It's kind of nice. Kind of savory. Savory weather.
It's savory out.
Yeah, I like it. It is savory.
Ooh.
I like it.
Delightful.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I like my weather. I like my bacon. Savory.
Savory. Like a nice salty tea. Like a cup of broth in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Drink it in.
Drink it in. It always goes down salty.
All right, maybe I overdid it.
It'll leave you a bit parched afterwards.
It went from really classy to oogie and just...
I don't know, dude. A nice cup of broth sounds kind of nice right now, you know? Cool morning, sip on your cup of broth.
Yeah. I like bone broth. I'm
honestly,
not a fan. I don't mind it.
I know you're not a coffee guy. You really should. We should just keep a couple bouillon cubes like in the studio.
I'd do that.
Yeah, just brew up some hot broth in the morning.
Yeah, I like tea. I'll drink tea. I'm just lazy to make it. That's the thing is I don't want to go through the effort of making it when I just I could turn a cap and drink something. It's just easy,
Super simple. Yeah, but you need a hot beverage first thing in the morning. Maybe we need to keep I know that they have the Keurig teas. Maybe we should need to keep some teas handy.
Well, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Mm-hmm. Maybe not green tea, just tea.
Yeah, just something kind of herbal.
Yeah, Earl Grey maybe.
A little sleepy time for you in the morning.
I go over some Earl Grey. I sound sophisticated drinking Earl Grey.
Ah, crap! Mike mixed up his teas. He got sleepy time.
Good
and he's out.
Good.
That's some effective tea.
I'll have what he's having.
I'll have a nap.
Yeah. Well, happy Wednesday.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Hope you're having a great day. Let me give you the rundown for our show this hour. We'll take a look at that weather, which we got rain coming. Rain's coming. We got some of that, so we'll get you up to date there. Then about 8:15 or so, Bill Wolf with Big Brothers and Big Sisters for Southeast Mexico. They're going to be joining us. They've got an event.
Ooh.
It's happening.
Tell me more.
Bowloween 2021.
Bowloween.
Yeah, so they roll hot dogs down the
makes a lot of sense.
I'm just kidding. That's not what they're doing. That's going to be happening October 30th. So Bill's going to be telling us all about that. Bowl for kids' sake.
Esque.
Yeah. Except for, so we're very happy. It's only been 2 years coming, I think, since they had to postpone. But yeah, so we're finally getting to bowl and have some fun here. So
nice.
So we're going to talk with Bill and we'll get an update and talk all about Bowloween. So get your hot dogs ready. Just kidding.
No, that's Rolloween. That's a different event.
Oh, that's in November.
It's totally different event. raising money for the National Meat Packers Association of America.
Is it weird that I want to see a hot dog bowling contest now?
Not at all. I'm genuinely curious because I feel like there's a lot of technique there. Do you go end over end?
Yeah.
I mean, is it more of a hurl or a roll?
Now, what's the standard hot dog for bowling? Like, are we getting like a big fat, bun length jobber?
See, one's got to think, you got to go bun length.
Or just a typical Oscar Mayer size? What are we talking?
Yeah, because if you've got like a normal sized,
or do we go into like a smoked sausage kielbasa category?
See, but then you've got the curvature. That's what you got to worry about.
Well, each one's got a different...
nice flat wiener. You want something that's probably bun length. It's gonna prevent a whole lot of hemming and hawing.
Will kosher come into play here?
I don't think the kosher ability is necessarily an issue, but I definitely think you need a flat wiener. So I'm leaning more towards like an Oscar Mayer, maybe a Bar S.
Okay, well you got to be careful because some of the quote-unquote round wieners have flat sides.
They do have the flat sides, which is why I would recommend the Oscar Mayer because I feel like those are the roundest of the wieners.
I think I'd go with something more upscale, like a Super Meat Mart dog.
Oh.
Something a little more thicker.
Something with some heft.
Some roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a little, get a good hand feel. And that's the other question is it more of like a skee ball approach?
Sure.
Or is it like a forward thrust thing? Is it more about the flick of the wrist? What techniques do you utilize for your ween rolling?
And what shoes do I wear?
Well, that's up to you. Actually, I think it would be up to the alley at that point.
Like, do I need the same shoe apparatus for rolling?
Oh, they're still going to be ridiculous.
I mean, do you need to wax the lane as much for wiener rolling
and oiling
than you do as
what
bowling
about
balls?
What about oiling? Do we use a different oil technique?
Mustard.
Because hot dogs themselves are moist to begin with.
Let's just slather the lane in mustard.
So with the see, now you're talking. Get like relish bumpers.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. It's almost now like a Big Lebowski hot dog fantasy.
And then just me open mouth at the end, just
Now I got the dude floating on a cloud with some kind of 70s music playing in the background.
Well, man, that's just like your opinion.
All right, maybe we can get back on the rails here. I'm going way off.
It's gone.
It is 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. Here's your weather, man.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks sunny and hot today with afternoon highs close to 90 and a little bit breezy. Clear overnight with our low in the upper 50s, and then we've got some big changes coming up tomorrow with a storm system moving through eastern New Mexico. Good chance of showers and afternoon thunderstorms and even some heavy rainfall possible. Tomorrow's high in the mid to upper 70s. Rain will continue Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 63 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 65%. Winds are, in fact, calm at the moment. I believe that will change, though. Mostly sunny today. Highs expected to reach 87. Winds out of the west today, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Beautiful day. Tonight, mostly clear. Overnight low of 57. West winds 5 to 10. Nothing out of the ordinary there. All good. And then there's Thursday. Rain chances are good on Thursday. We're looking at a 70% chance of rain Thursday, pretty much all day. They're talking showers and thunderstorm chances throughout the day. They say partly cloudy. Highs only supposed to hit 74 tomorrow. Winds out of the north 5 to 15 miles per hour. They're saying expectations around a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain during the day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're looking at an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Overnight low of 56. Winds will be out of the north at around 10 miles per hour. Friday, 70% chance at rain showers. They're saying all day. Between 7 and 1, there's a good shot, and then rain chances and thunderstorm chances for the afternoon on Friday as well. Partly cloudy. High of only 72 on Friday with north winds at around 10 miles per hour. Friday night, the rain chances continue. We're looking at a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Partly cloudy with an overnight low of 51. Saturday, 20% chance of rain early, but sunny for the day. Highs around 78 expected. Sunny on Sunday as well with a high near 80. Monday, mostly sunny, high of 81. So starting the fair will be good there. They do throw some 20% chances of rain for Monday night and Tuesday as well. But really, Thursday, Friday, that's when we're getting our good rain and all that stuff. So drink it in. All right, it is 8:14. And don't forget, Zia Guns USA here in Roswell are now your full-line Tacticam dealer. These are the same Tacticams you see in hunting shows worldwide. They've got them at Zia Guns USA right here in Roswell. Also, a new shipment of knives from brands you know like Benchmade and Case. They got them in. Also, they're buying guns. They've got, they sell guns. They got a great selection, but they're buying your guns too. If you're looking to sell a single gun or a gun collection or a estate sale even, they will make you a cold, hard cash offer. You walk out the door with that cash today. Also, coffee drinkers. Zia Guns USA here in Roswell carries Black Rifle coffee. The whole line is available right now at Zia Guns USA here in Roswell. Also, they are Zia Guns is your only authorized Dr. Squatch retailer in the region. They sell soap products for men. You may have seen them online, and you're like, they look great, but I wonder what they smell like, and I wonder what they feel like. Well, you don't have to wonder. Go on down to Zia Guns USA, touch it, feel it, smell it for yourself, taste it, I guess. Wouldn't recommend it, but you do you. And come on down, check it out for yourself. Zia Guns USA here in Roswell, 1907 North Main, the only gun store to be open on Sundays, but closed on Saturdays because they spend Saturdays with family, and you should too. Stop on by 1907 North Main, right here in Roswell. All right, it is 8:16. We're going to take a 3.5-minute commercial break, and then Bill Wolf will join us, Big Brothers Big Sisters. We'll talk about Bowloween and all the other stuff happening at Big Brothers Big Sisters. Don't go away.
As the school year comes to an end and COVID restrictions start to ease, don't lose sight of the lessons learned. Cover your cough, positive personal hygiene, respect one another, show and tell others you love them. Fiscal and social responsibility are great ways to show your love. This is Damon Graham, your local New York Life agent. I can help you show your love to others. Call me at 575-623-0803 so we can determine how you best can show your love. Expect to be blessed.
A lot of land comes with a lot of work. The new Kubota MX series has a lot to offer, including the versatility to mow, move hay bales, grade roads, and clear brush and snow. An optional spacious cab to keep you comfortable in any conditions. A front-end loader with excellent loader lift capacity, hydrostatic or gear transmission options, and affordably priced. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
Amigo Machinery, 2801 Southeast Main Street, Roswell.
Don't miss the amazing concerts at this year's Eastern New Mexico State Fair, October 4th through the 9th. On October 6th at 7 p.m., it's Colton Dixon. On October 7th, it's Grupo Maldad, Los Consentidos del Norte de Ciudad Juárez, and Los Tremendos León. On Friday, don't miss the Dirty River Boys.
Used to walk down Santa Fe Street, had a quarter in my hand and a fake ID.
Sundance Head.
You're gonna love her, leave her. Wow.
Jody Nick.
Cross the alley from the Alamo when the summer sun starts to settle low.
And Sherry Rowe.
By way of Southwest.
And on Saturday, Edición de Rancho, Conjunto Bengala, and Los Culpables y su estilo diferente. For a complete list of events at this year's fair, log on to enmsf.com.
For over 55 years, Sierra Blanca Motors has been serving the families of Southeast New Mexico with quality new and pre-owned vehicles. When you are ready to find your new Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Dodge, Buick, Chevy, or high-quality pre-owned vehicle, visit our Roswell location at 720 South Main Street or visit our location on Highway 70 in Ruidoso. And don't forget, you can see our entire lineup of vehicles at SierraBlancaMotors.com. Sierra Blanca Motors is a proud supporter of the Eastern New Mexico State Fair. Attention farmers, laborers, and construction crews. You don't want to miss the Champion Inc. auction Saturday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. sharp. Champion Inc. has commissioned Bill Johnston Auctioneers to sell the following equipment at this public auction: a telehandler, a backhoe, forklifts, dump trucks, trailers, pickups, welders, van trailers, a boat, an antique car, jet skis, quality contractors, shop equipment, and so much more. Located at the intersection of Highway 285 and Ritchie Avenue in Artesia. Go west on Ritchie to this auction site and look for the signs. The Champion Inc. auction, Saturday, October 2nd, 9 a.m. sharp. Get a jump on getting your kids ready for back to school. Because we know how busy returning to school can be, Loveless Healthcare Center is offering sports physicals now and throughout the summer for just $30. And same day, next day, and walk-in appointments are available. Visit us at 1112 North Main Street here in Roswell or call 575-625-3222 to schedule your appointment today.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The word gorilla is derived from a Greek word meaning a tribe of hairy women. Mike recommends that if you see a tribe of hairy women, you don't call them gorillas. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Big Brothers and Big Sisters here in Southeast New Mexico, we've got Bill Wolf back with us. Morning, Bill.
Good morning.
Good seeing you again.
Yeah, I hadn't been here for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we love talking with Amanda, but it's nice to see you pop in every once in a while.
Well, I thought we got an important announcement to make.
Yeah, this is great news. I mean, I don't know how many times we talk every month, or Amanda's like, how's the Bowl for Kids Sake going? Well, we're still waiting around. Well, good news.
Yeah.
We're bowling.
We're having, on October 30th, we will have our next Bowl for Kids Sake.
Yes.
And we're calling it Bowl-a-ween.
Bowl-a-ween, and it's not rolling hot dogs.
Forget about the hot dog stuff that he was talking about earlier. We usually do pizzas.
All right, very good. But they'll be bowling actual balls. But
yes.
I'm guessing, so if you have a team that was signed up for Bowl for Kids Sake a couple years ago, come on out and bowl, bring your teams, raise some more money, because this is I mean, bring what you got, but let's
and most of our corporate sponsors that had signed up last time, and they're signing up again.
Good. Well, come on.
It's all about the kids.
Absolutely. So
bowling's just kind of a icing on the cake.
Yeah, the real work is before the event.
Yeah.
That's raising them fun, because what folks don't realize, the Bowl for Kids Sake event, that is an annual event that's part of Big Brothers and Big Sisters. That is the bread and butter for Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Yes.
That's the most the funding they get to make matches and things like that. I mean, you do have other revenues and grants and things, but really the meat and potatoes of where that money comes from to support these matches and the programs is through the Bowl for Kids Sakes event.
Yep, it takes money.
So. Yes, we're it's fun that we get to bowl and all that, but please, if you would like to get involved with this, help raise some money, help. We can form a new team, no problem. We'll get you one ready. But if you participate in Bowl for Kids Sakes in the past, please, time to lace up your shoes, lace up your donation hat, and go out there and beat the bushes and see if we can get some more money here to keep these matches happening for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah, and we're probably about 30 days less time to get ready for this one, because we're just kind of holding our breath, but it's going to be a go.
Very good.
And
so I'm guessing Halloween, obviously the theme for this one. So
and you can
come in costume.
Come in costume. That's great.
Absolutely. Well, it's Halloween, right?
Yeah.
That weekend it'll be because is Halloween on Sunday this year?
I think it is
31st. You're right. So this is Saturday.
This is the Saturday before Halloween.
So come get your Halloween celebrating and come bowl and have pizza and come in costume and do you guys have fun and games with the event. Usually they have little costume contests, things like
and
that.
We give away door prizes throughout the day and have cash raffle.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not supposed to say that, but and then we have raffles for bigger prizes, that people can sign up for. And sometimes we even have a silent auction. I don't know what everything we're going to have, but it's going to be fun.
Sure. Obviously, if people want to get involved here in volunteer time and help out and say, hey, let's do a silent auction, I'm going to start it for you and help you. Awesome.
Yeah.
More people to get involved in wanting to help make this event happen so we can raise as much money for these kids and these matches as possible.
That's right.
At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. We're glad we get to do fun stuff as associated with this instead of just saying, hey, we need money, please give us money. Now we get to say, come out and bowl with us, and by the way, give us some money.
Yeah, well, a lot of companies use this as a team building thing.
And take advantage
they'll
of
get
this.
3 or 4 or 5 teams together, and when you come out there, we'll have T-shirts for everybody that bowls.
Okay,
and then we'll have a little packet to give them, and that'll include tickets for door prizes and stuff like that. And then you get 2 hours or 2 games bowling.
Okay, very good. So come start your teams. Is it are the monies and all that asking basically a team raise $500 to?
It's $500 per team, which is $100 per person.
It's a team of 5. Yes,
a team of 5, and then of course we have different corporate sponsors going from $500 to $5,000, and those all include different things.
Now, if you'd like to be a corporate or some of the higher level sponsorships, the sooner you get with Bill here, the better, because that's to make sure they get time to get the T-shirts printed and then all the things that they're going to promise you as being a sponsor to give them a turnaround time to make sure that happens.
I think about October 20th is probably the deadline to get your name on the T-shirt. But
gotcha. Don't wait till then. Do it this week.
Do it now. I mean, we'll still take entries, but chances of getting it on the T-shirt are not very good.
Yeah, I know if you space out and you're like, no, I want to help out, and if that's not important, awesome. Donate anytime, or sponsor anytime. But if you want to make sure you get all the perks you're entitled to, the sooner the better. That would be very helpful to Bill and his staff on that.
Yeah, so. And it'll be a fun event, and you can register online.
It's really easy. You can always call if you're a phone person, 575-627-2227. That's the Big Brother's office here in town. You can also go to the website, which it's a lot of B's and S's and stuff, www.bbbssenm.org. And then if you do the /BFKS, but I'm sure you can find a link.
There's a big Bowl for Kids link right on.
Click on that link, and that way that'll be your registration.
It'll give you the forms. You can do everything pretty much online. You can pay online. You can register your team. A lot of different things. But the main thing is it'll tell you everything that's going on.
And then if you happen to find the flyer here around town, they've got the little UR. You can just scan it with your phone, and that'll take you right to where you need to go. So if you want to even take one less step, just get out your smartphone and take a picture of that little UR code thing with every phone's got the scanner. If you don't know how to work it, ask your kids. They'll show you how to do it.
I know. They had to show me, but I got it. Yeah, I'm down.
Now you're down.
I do everything.
It's kind of handy if you know what it's for. I mean, you get some free swag from time to time. If you're just diddy bopping around town, you see a thing, scan UR code, and you do it. I mean, you're giving them their information. They're going to send you a bunch of emails, but sometimes you get free swag when you do that kind of stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. But anyway, you can do it that way here as well. Also, too, they also find links to things because I know a lot of times when they get into the money raising side, you guys offer things they can attach for their social media, things they can use to kind of get the word out that they're raising money. Is that some of that? Available
I think
to the website
too. It's been we've updated everything.
Gotcha.
Some things that were never used, we kind of might have not played them up as much.
Gotcha.
But, and they can always call our office if they've got any questions. We can lead it.
You'll help. Be happy to
help. We can email them the forms, and they're all fillable. And they can fax them back to us or send them back to us.
Okay.
But the main thing is we need to have team rosters with shirt sizes.
Yes.
That's the main thing that we need to have by the 20th.
The 20th, that's the hard deadline for all of that. So sponsorship to formally turn in your team entry, all of that has got to be in before the 20th.
If you want your name on the T-shirt.
Yeah, if you want custom. Again, if you don't mind all that, you got. But, take advantage. Get it on time. That way you get all the cool mementos and things. And so when people say, hey, where'd you get that shirt? Oh, I want to help Big Brothers and Big Sisters bowl back last
And we
holiday.
usually have pretty cool T-shirts.
Yeah, I mean, they get I want to know, can you get, if someone, other than being a member of Big Brothers, can they get, the official, black tee with the green bee, because you all did an imaging update about a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Do they offer those as something for just people wanting to get if they want one of those shirts?
Well, we usually give them to our bigs and stuff.
Okay. So be a big, and there's a guarantee to get a shirt.
Right now, we're kind of in between. The problem we're having with T-shirts is supply.
Like everything else is getting,
some of the people saying, I'm having trouble getting them. And of course, the price is going up a little bit, but we will have them.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, that's good. So, but do Bill here a favor. Make sure you get that stuff to him before the 20th of October.
Right.
You get start. So now's the time. Go to the website. Call. Get your teams. Start registering. Start doing all the things to raise your money here. And by all means, if you get $500, you don't stop. You can keep raising money. This is turn it like you said. A lot of businesses will use this as a training thing. Use it as a bragging rights thing too. If you've got a bigger company, enter multiple teams. Pit the accounts receivable for the accounts payable and the bowling thing, and have a little fun with bragging rights and raising money, and do all that. But turn it into a fun thing, and all the more creative you guys get with it, the more helpful you are to big brothers and big sisters.
Yeah,
So.
a couple of the banks they'll bring people from Hobbs and Carlsbad and stuff in here on that Saturday morning and have 5 or 6 teams. They have a lot of fun. I tell you something else with it, if I can mention. Yeah. We also need door prizes. If somebody has something they'd like to give to us, just call us up and we'll come by and pick it up.
Okay. What just to give people an idea, what generally are kind of the things you look for and things that people like?
Everything.
As far as
gift certificates.
Okay.
Oil change.
Little baskets and stuff.
Some people have a gift store, a little gift basket or soaps.
Okay. So if you're a business and maybe a product of your products or things, like to donate some of that'd be great. Always a popular deal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got bigger items like cars and trips, sure.
But one time we
a lot of those laying around.
And one time we did give away a 2-ticket airline or two-person airline ticket.
That's nice.
But it got to be a real hot problem as far as finding open dates that they could use it.
Sure, yeah. Then you get the blocked out dates
yeah.
and all. Well, I've seen those commercials on TV. Yeah, we get to deal with that kind of stuff. But,
I know.
Yeah, but yeah, if you'd like to reach out and if you're not sure, ask, and Burr will tell you, yeah, we'd love to have that, or we appreciate that, but that doesn't help us very much, So
I just want to emphasize the 30th is the day of the event, but that's really that's the final wrap up, and that's the time you have fun for all the work you've done.
That's the party
but
after.
The 20th is a date that everybody needs to keep in mind. October 20th.
That's the drop dead deadline to get your entries turned in, get your submissions turned in, your sponsorship intentions turned in, all of that. You got a little time. You got about 3 weeks here to get that done. But don't wait. The sooner you get that done, at least. Like, you don't have to have all your money raised and everything by then. You just got to commit that you're going to do this.
Yeah.
And so once you make that commitment, sign up, go to the website or call and get signed up, or scan that UR code and get signed up. And that way you can spend the rest of the time working about your money and your costume ideas and all the fun side of this. But to help Big Brothers, Big Sisters get those registered sooner rather than later. But if you're still trying to put your pieces together, make sure you get them put together by the 20th.
Yeah, and if we'll take entries up to the 29th, but they just won't be getting a T-shirt.
Yeah, and this is exactly. We just want to make sure you get the full array of what Big Brothers is promising you and Big Sisters is promising you.
Yeah.
So, by all means, if it's and I will say something on the 21st here, folks are like, hey, you can still sign up, still get involved, but unfortunately, you're not going to be on the T-shirts or any of that stuff. But you'll be in our hearts. And that you will be.
And it all goes towards keeping our programs going. We talked a little bit before the show.
Yeah. Let's kind of talk about
COVID is still looming on the horizon for us as far as our school-based programs. We're still not allowed to be in the schools with matches. We have 2 programs. One's a site-based match with the big comes in from the community
like
for an hour each
program.
Well, it's an hour each week.
Okay.
And generally for lunch.
Okay.
Now that's in Artesia. We have the same similar programs.
The Lunch Buddies program.
After school program. We try to have stuff going with the NMMI cadets, and we haven't been able to do that.
Gotcha.
So
and unfortunately, just the way the lay of the land's going, it might be a while before you guys are able to do those kinds of things again.
But we're still making community matches, and where you pick the child up and you take them out on a Saturday.
That makes, because you're not able to do the school stuff right now, that makes the community matches that much more important to make sure they happen. Because if they're losing that avenue to reach kids, then we got to strengthen the other avenues to make sure we're still reaching the kids.
Yeah.
So the community-based program is going to be the way to go right now, which is very much, like you said, is what people's image of what Big Brothers, Big Sisters is.
Going out and taking them out for a pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
And It's all been shown that just you can go into a child's life, and just by exposing them to different things that may not be anything to you, but like saying thank you to the waitress, you know, they learn things. They watch and learn.
They exactly. They mimic and pick up and everything, and that's, you know, and to be honest, that's how humans learn. If you think about it, how many things do you or me or we do, and how did we obtain those skills? We watched our parents do something,
That's right.
or a friend, or someone we looked up to. It's like, yeah, they always put their money in their wallet this way. That's why, you know, I mean, there's little things like that. That's the type of stuff, and that's how we as humans learn and grow sometimes. And let's Big Brothers uses and Big Sisters uses that as a way to really reach these kids, and that's what it's all about, leading by example. And that's kind of what Big Brothers Big Sisters is.
You know, there's kids that we have in Dexter and Hagerman that have never been out of Dexter or Hagerman.
It's hard to wrap your head around
even
that.
to Roswell.
That's amazing to wrap your head around that, but it's true.
We have some kids in the program that this one child, his first time to Roswell was with his big, and the big couldn't believe it.
It is hard to fathom, isn't it? It's just, but that's the God's honest truth. We have people that things that a lot of us take for granted are a big deal or non-existent for others, and so it's always about perspective and remembering that as human beings and
exactly
things like
right.
that. Yeah, and that's Big Brothers Big Sisters is that. So if you think you aren't going to make a difference because you're not anything special, no, you if you have a heart to help someone, that's all you need, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the rest will figure itself out.
Become a friend.
Mm-hmm.
To become a friend, and that opens up so many avenues.
Yeah, the rest will figure itself out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. And I'm going to say this now more than ever. Becoming a big, you're going to benefit from it probably as much, if not so more, than the little that you intended to be the helper for. This will be good for your own mental health, for your own. I mean, I'm sure you are like every other human being on this planet and are stressed out, and most of us aren't feeling very happy-go-lucky right now. It's just not the lay of the land in the world we live in. Even people that are normally happy-go-lucky type people. So for your own mental health, for your own, I got to get to do things that are good and right and things. So when you're having that bad day and then you have a light bulb moment with that little, or a moment of connection, or a moment of that all of a sudden, your outlook on the world changes. Your outlook on you start getting hope yourself again. If you're, I mean, we live in a time where it's easy to feel hopeless sometimes. And we need reminders of hey, there's a lot of good things worth fighting for on this planet, and Big Brothers and we'll give you those moments. Big Brothers, Big Sisters remind you of that.
You know, we had a match here happen. It was a man and a child, and the child liked fishing, and so they were coming out. They'd met each other the first time, and they were laughing and talking and stuff. And he says, "Well, I guess I'm going to learn to fish." And the little says, "I'm going to teach him how to fish."
Nice.
And they've gone fishing 2 or 3 times,
and they probably love it.
Yeah,
that's awesome. See, that's Big Brothers Big. That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. It's not. We talk about all this stuff and important things, but at the end of the day, Big Brothers Big Sisters is a fishing trip. It's a trip to the store. It's capturing moments of humanity, and that's and using that to help littles become good bigs, and that's all we're doing here.
Yep.
That's all we're doing here.
Opening their eyes to the world around them and telling them that they have as much potential to succeed as anyone else.
Yeah, in a world that we live in right now, the one thing we need more now than ever is more mentors, more the quiet, good people that just do the right thing every day and just, they just are there to help and serve other people, and they quietly do things without saying anything or doing their own lives. We need that type of caliber of people to kind of that cream to rise to the top here.
Yes.
And drown out some of the negativity and everything and the extremes thinkings of everybody. And let's focus on humanity and focus on and that's what we're doing here. So come bowl with us. Come sign up and learn about becoming a big. If you have a little that could use mentorship, please reach out to Big Brothers and Big Sisters. I ain't gonna lie, we're trying to get bigs together, so it's gonna take time, but we're gonna help these kids at one long
child
stretch
at
at
a
a time.
time.
Here, we're gonna
That's
get it.
it. Yep.
Good deal. Is there anything I didn't say that was over the top or anything wrong there?
You can always call our office 575-627-BBBB. BBBS.
BBBS, yes.
That's 2227. 627-2227.
Absolutely.
And or you can get on our website. It tells you about becoming big, how you do it. And if you want information, you send us some information. We'll call you back and set up an appointment to talk with you. And you go through it. I will tell you, it takes about 2 months.
It does.
By the time you get back the ID and
I imagine
background checks.
Like the world of COVID, everything is delayed, so turnaround time's probably a little longer this time and all that too.
Yeah. So, but once you're there, then we've got kids waiting. That doesn't necessarily mean we have one that's waiting for you right now, because we want to make sure that everything matches up as far as your interest.
Yeah, it's
and
not
the
a numbers
child.
game. It's not a numbers game. It's making connections, and so it's not here's an adult, here's a little. Ta-da! No, you guys go through. You're gonna. Let's face it. When you go and sign up to be, after you get the background, they're gonna ask you a lot of questions about you just to get to know you. So that's the only reason, just to find out what makes you tick, and let's find a kid that kind of jives with that and meshes with, like their personality and your personality will click, and that's the only reason why you ask all these questions and try to find this up, is trying to make the personalities click, and so they can, and for the bigger chance of success. If you got two personalities that don't mesh, it's really hard to get the job done, and so this is why we do this.
And the reason we want to make sure it works, we want a match that's long and strong, and because it costs us about $1,500 to $1,700 per match to make the match, recruit, and everything.
And all that money that you guys work so hard to raise through Bowl for Kids' sake and our Halloween event coming up here on the 30th, we don't want to waste one penny of that. So we'll make sure that every one of these goes to a successful match.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Absolutely. So if you'd love to be a big or learn more about this, please reach out, call the 575-627-2227, or log on to the Big Brothers Big Sisters website, bbbssenm.org. Follow and like Big Brothers and Big Sisters for Southeast New Mexico on Facebook. Great way to stay up to date on everything, and please sign your teams up now for Bowloween coming on October 30th. That's a Saturday. At the lanes here, Center City lanes.
One thing we didn't say, we have 3 sessions.
Yes.
I think it's 12 to 2, 2:30 to 4:30, and 5 to 7.
Okay. And the early bird gets the worm on that. So if you've got a preference, sign up sooner rather than later, because it's first come, first fill on the slot times and everything else there. So if you got a small window of time, because you got soccer games or 20 other things going on, or Halloween parties or whatever, then you can plan accordingly there.
Yeah.
So again, come on out, have some fun, learn more, and then of course if you want to learn what Big Brothers Big Sisters, just Google search anything, and Big Brothers Big Sisters, Google that and read stories nationwide and everything about how matches work and everything, and really see the results of what matches have done over the years. I'm sure there's a lot of bigs serving throughout the country that were littles.
Yeah.
And their lives were so positively impacted by that mentorship when they were a kid that they want to make sure a child has that same thing. One
of our staff was a little when she was growing up.
Yeah. And probably she that's exactly why she's here now, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. It's once it gets into your heart and you see you helping other people and you see that moment, it's trust me. The moments like that, you get enough of those, they're going to outweigh all the bad moments and all the other rough stuff we're dealing with in the world we live in right now, and stuff that fixes it.
It's kind of a break from the grind.
Absolutely, it's just to have the innocence of kids sometimes in your life and the way they see the world. That rubs off on you, the adult, too, a little bit, and it's a beautiful thing. So come consider it. Come be a part of it. If you want to dab a toe, put a team together for Bowloween and start there. And then while you're at the event, you'll probably get the chance to meet some of the bigs and little groups and matches and talk with them and learn more about what the program's all about. And then after bowling, maybe you're ready to make that leap into to being a part of a match. So
well, even if you're not interested in big, we just want to show you that we appreciate the help you gave us to. I mean, we need money and we need bigs and bucks. So,
well, you guys don't get to do the good work you do without this community support.
Right.
And they've been a great support for years. And we're asking you to put your rally caps on and come on and bowl with us here. And let's get back to what in the business of helping young kids.
Yeah. It's our two major sponsors this year are Crumlin and Roswell Talk Club.
Doesn't surprise me. Two groups that are always involved in the community and part of the fabric of this community.
Yeah. So it'll be fun.
Love to have more names to that list.
Yeah. We need a lot more names.
Again, if you have any questions, want more information, you can call and to speak to a live person, 575-627-2227. You can also, if you'd rather just go and read it all on your own and do it all on yourself, go to the Big Brothers Big Sisters website, www.bbbssenm.org. You can also like and follow Big Brothers Big Sisters on Facebook. For Southeast New Mexico. Big Brothers Big Sisters for Southeast New Mexico. If you type in anything less than that, you're going to get a lot of stuff about Big Brothers.
Yeah, I was checking it this morning. You get our website, you get our Facebook page, you get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so to save you a little bit of weeding through the right things, just type that in. And then make plans to attend the Bowloween 2021, your bowl for kids' sake in disguise.
Yes.
In costume.
Yeah. And no hot dogs.
Yeah, no hot dogs, just pizza and fun. A man can dream,
You guys
though.
can take something and get so creative with it. I feel like, oh, no, am I going to have to do hot dogs now?
Well, ours sound fun on paper, but in actuality, a bunch of guys standing around rolling hot dogs on a bowling alley, that's probably one of the top 5 most ridiculous group gatherings of all time.
Yeah.
But on paper, it sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, let's reach out, let's get involved, and let's have some fun here.
Have some fun. That's right.
Have some fun, and so polish up your bowling balls because you're going to need them here for the 30th. If you don't own one, they got them. It's a bowling alley. But hey, maybe your costume is a bowler. Maybe you're going to go over the top bowler and buy the official over the top bowling shirt, the shoes.
Yeah.
Get you maybe procure some bowling ball that has something floating in it, like a road, something over the top, gaudy. Of course, you got to have the wrist accoutrement.
Well, you can tell the bowlers. There's one type of bowler they'll come in carrying their bag. Another bowler it's like a dolly. They got 2 wheels. And it's about 4 foot tall.
They're bowling
They've got all their shoes and all that stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's so. Come on out and have some fun with it. So. Well, Bill, as always, appreciate the visit, and
I thank you, and I thank everything you do for us.
Anytime,
your
and
station helps us out.
I imagine we can. We'll probably need to get you in before next time to talk more about this bowling event. So we'll get with you and see if we can get you in a couple more times before before the 30th here. So
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll make that happen. So.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir. We'll let
Thank
you go handle business. I'm sure you got some people waiting to speak to you or take care of you.
Yeah.
He's a busy man, so
I try to stay busy.
Well, and if you don't get busy, just look busy. That's half the battle.
I've never had that problem.
Me either. Once in a while, but most of the time.
All right. Well, thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Bill. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
It is 8:48. Let's pause for news and also your town hall business and a quick break as well. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. New details in that bizarre threat case at the Chavez County Jail. We first told you about this yesterday. Sheriff Mike Harrington says deputies, Roswell PD, state police, and ATF agents responded to the jail in reference to a man that walked in, left a large metal tank in the lobby, and then made a comment about blowing the jail up. As the man left the building, he then pulled the fire alarm, driving off. The building was secured for the state police bomb team. The man was finally located in a field north of the jail and arrested there. The cylinder tank turned out to be harmless. Roswell fire units responded Tuesday to the 700 block of South Atkinson for the report of a garage fire. Firefighters began to attack the flames shortly after arriving. They were able to knock down the fire pretty quickly. Searches of the interior were conducted, but nobody was found inside. Investigators were called to the scene to help figure out the cause of that fire. No injuries reported. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. It's considered good luck in Japan when a sumo wrestler makes your baby cry. But who gets the good luck, the sumo wrestler or the baby? Here's Mike Winters.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks sunny and hot today with afternoon highs close to 90 and a little bit breezy. Clear overnight with our low in the upper 50s, and then we've got some big changes coming up tomorrow with the storm system moving through eastern New Mexico. Good chance of showers and afternoon thunderstorms and even some heavy rainfall possible. Tomorrow's high in the mid to upper 70s. Rain will continue Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. Federal officials plan to roll out software at 27 large airports that they hope will eliminate long lines of planes waiting to take off, while also slightly reducing fuel consumption. A Federal Aviation Administration official said Tuesday that the software should be working in Phoenix early next year, but take 10 years to reach all the targeted airports. Amazon has introduced its new robot at their annual pre-holiday event. It's called Astro. It uses cameras, sensors, and artificial technology. And Amazon said Astro will only get smarter as time goes by. On Wall Street, the Dow down 569 points to close at 34,299. The Nasdaq down 423 points to 14,546. And the S&P 500 dropped 90 to 4,352. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Attention farmers, laborers, and construction crews. You don't want to miss the Champion Inc. auction Saturday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. sharp. Champion Inc. has commissioned Bill Johnston Auctioneers to sell the following equipment at this public auction: a telehandler, a backhoe, forklifts, dump trucks, trailers, pickups, welders, van trailers, a boat, an antique car, jet skis, quality contractors, shop equipment, and so much more. Located at the intersection of Highway 285 and Ritchie Avenue in Artesia. Go west on Ritchie to this auction site and look for the signs. The Champion Inc. auction, Saturday, October 2nd, 9 a.m. sharp.
The race is on at Roswell Honda. With a whole team of amazing vehicles marked down to clear the lot, and with trade values at an all-time high, now is the best time in history to upgrade to a 2015 Corolla for just $194 a month, a 2012 Grand Caravan for just $129 a month, or a 2013 Ford Fiesta for just $99 a month. Free AirPods and soda just for stopping by, a smartwatch with a qualified test drive, and tickets to the Roswell Dragway with purchase. Race in to win at Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Don't miss the amazing concerts at this year's Eastern New Mexico State Fair, October 4th through the 9th. On October 6th at 7 p.m., it's Colton Dixon. On October 7th, it's Grupo Maldad, Los Consentidos del Norte de Ciudad Juárez, and Los Tremendos León. On Friday, don't miss the Dirty River Boys. Used to walk down Santa Fe Street, had a quarter in my hand and a fake ID. on Dance Hit. Jody Nick.
Across the alley from the Alamo when the summer sun starts to settle low.
And Sherry Rowe.
By way of Southwest.
And on Saturday, Edición de Rancho, Conjunto Bengala, and Los Culpables y su estilo diferente. For a complete list of events at this year's fair, log on to enmsf.com.
Like most people, you're busy enjoying your life and taking care of today's priorities. But it's a good idea to think about your future. Will you have enough income to enjoy a comfortable lifestyle down the road? Time flies, so it's never too soon to create a financial strategy for your future. A super check from your local Farm Bureau agents can help make sure you're on track. Take control of your future and call Farm Bureau agents Caleb Grant, Jeff Weathers, and Chad Holloway in Roswell at 575-755-FBFS.
Coming to the Liberty, Saturday and Sunday, October 9th and 10th. Don't miss an evening with Chris Kattan.
I was on Tinder not too long ago, and I was like looking for a date and stuff. So I put down, I was like, I gotta put my name down and show a photo of me, of myself, and I put down Chris Kattan, and somebody wrote back, how do I know that this is me, Chris Kattan? I was like, why would I pretend I'm Chris Kattan?
You've seen him on SNL and from hit movies like Night at the Roxbury and Corky Romano. Now see him live at the Liberty with 2 nights worth of shows. Saturday and Sunday, October 9th and 10th at the Liberty in Roswell. Tickets are now available. Get yours before they're gone.
Dude, put down your Matt Damon. No, put Chris Kattan. That'll get it.
For information on how to become a member, visit thelibertyinc.com. Get your tickets now for an evening with Chris Kattan, Saturday and Sunday, October 9th and 10th at the Liberty in Roswell.
God bless. Thank you so much for coming.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The average person spends only 10 minutes a day speaking. Many wish Mike Winters was more like the average person. Here's Mike Winters.
Yes, they do. More do people do wish I was more like the average person. Especially my wife. Hey, don't forget the Roswell Community Little Theater. They've got their next performance coming up here in the first part of October. Bring a date and head on out to Unnecessary Farce. 2 cops, 3 crooks, 8 doors, and go. It's an embezzling mayor is supposed to meet with his female accountant in a cheap motel room. Next door, 2 cops wait to catch the meeting on tape, but there's some confusion as to who's taking the money, who's hired a hitman, and why the accountant keeps taking her clothes off. It's a comedy by Paul Slade-Smith, directed by Gina Montague of the Roswell Community Theater, and performances are coming up October 8th, 9th, and 10th, and again on October 15th, 16th, and 17th. The 8th and 9th and 15th and 16th, those are Friday and Saturday night performances. They will take place at 7:30 p.m., and then on Sunday the 10th and Sunday the 17th, there will be 2:30 p.m. matinee performances. Get your tickets right now online at RoswellTheater.com. That's Roswell, Theatre.com. And you can get your tickets there and get all. Now, this is a date comedy. This is maybe get a babysitter for the kids and things. It's not like over the top. But, you know, some of the jokes, themes are for couples and older folks, not for the kids. So get a sitter, make it a date night, go and have you dinner and all that good stuff. But and of course, the Roswell Community Theater, they got to thank the fine folks at Blair's Trading Post, Roswell Donuts, and Candlewood Sweets. They've been integral in helping them get like doors and set decor and design and just stuff like that. They've been really helpful for them. So come on out. And plus donuts, right? It's cops, donuts. But again, Unnecessary Farce, again, October 8th, 9th, and 10th, 15th, 16th, and 17th at the Roswell Community Little Theater. Get your tickets right now, RoswellTheater.com. Also, we had Cindy Fuller in our Chaves County clerk yesterday. And we do have a local election coming up here on November 2nd. Some folks will be voting for school board members. Others will be voting for different things like that. But anyway, if you have not registered to vote, you got to get her done to get registered to vote to be able to vote in this upcoming election. Some dates coming up here for this upcoming election. Early voting will begin on October 5th at the Chaves County Clerk's Office. You can vote there, early voting between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays beginning October 16th from 10 to 6. You can early vote at the Roswell Mall beginning Saturday, October 16th through Saturday, October 30th. They're going to be offering 10 to 6 Tuesday through Saturday at the Roswell Mall beginning on the 16th. In Dexter, you can vote early beginning Tuesday, October 19th, and it'll be just like past elections, a Tuesday, Thursday schedule for early voting beginning the 19th from 8 to 4. Same thing in Hagerman. You can vote at the Hagerman Joy Center early voting Tuesday, October 19th, and again, it's every Tuesday, Thursday through the 28th between 8 and 4. On Election Day, which will be the 2nd, there will be 12 different polling locations, voting convenience polling locations throughout the county. You can vote at any one of those 12. And if you want to see your status, if you're make what district you're in, what your sample ballot, everything it looks like, log on to nmvote.org. There, you can go in there. You tell them your first name, last name, your date of birth, and the county in which you reside, and that's all you need, and they'll get you that information. All right, it is closing in on 9 o'clock. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. Town Hall News up next. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. Testifying before the House Armed Services Committee, General Kenneth McKenzie again made clear his position on the Afghanistan withdrawal.
My view was that we needed to maintain about 2,500 and that we also needed to work with our coalition partners who had about 6,000 troops in there, NATO and other core countries that would remain there.
Military affairs analyst Robert McGinnis says the collapse of the Kabul government was avoidable. President Biden had chosen not to withdraw U.S. troops.
Initially, that was on September the 11th, I think, as a political stunt. And then in July, I believe, or June, he decided he was going to change that to the 31st of August. And, of course, he broadcast that. The Taliban, embraced that idea and threatened to take action if we weren't gone, as promised, by the 31st of August.
Military analyst Robert McGinnis. Also at townhall.com, pressure continues to mount on President Biden to trim back his $3.5 trillion federal government overhaul. In order to win over holdout fellow Democrats, the president canceled a trip to Chicago today to keep working on a deal. National Hurricane Center senior specialist Richard Pash says Hurricane Sam, which is located over the Atlantic, is sending dangerous swells our way.
We do seem to lose people due to these rip currents and large surf and hurricanes. So, again, people need to be cautious.
Sam currently with top winds of 130 miles per hour. It's centered about 455 miles east of the northern Leeward Islands. Looking ahead, it's going to be a rough weekend in the water for beachgoers along the U.S. East Coast. On Wall Street, stocks higher as the market regains its footing following a sharp drop a day earlier. The Dow up 222 points, the NASDAQ ahead 100. More on these stories at townhall.com.
One listener that stands out that I work with was this older couple that was interested in refinancing. They reached out to a few different lenders. Their credit wasn't the best. I know some of these other bigger banks, you just won't hear back from them, which I cannot stand. Not everybody has the 780 credit scores, and just because you don't qualify at one time doesn't mean that you'll never qualify. I'll walk you through what you have to do, whether it's 2, 3, 6 months from now. Back to that older couple, we worked with them for months and months to improve their credit, and we were able to get the loan done. We were saving them hundreds each month, thousands of dollars a year, finally got themselves into a situation financially that they can handle, and they could start saving money each month for retirement. End of the day, they just could not be happier, which just put a huge smile on my face.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
A number of activists have won the Alternative Nobel for empowering communities.
The Right Livelihood Award, known as the Alternative Nobel, has been awarded to 3 activists and an organisation working across the globe to empower communities. The winners include Mata Wandu, a gender and peace activist who's worked to prevent sexual violence against girls since the 1990s in the Lake Chad area of Cameroon. The Swedish Right Livelihood Foundation, which awards the prize, Prize says the 2021 laureates prove that solidarity is key to a better future for all. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
A bright red river of lava from a volcano on Spain's Canary Islands has finally reached the Atlantic after days of wiping out hundreds of homes and forcing the evacuation of thousands. Amazingly, there have been no casualties after that volcano erupted September 19th. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. We're hearing some of the frantic moments from an Amtrak train after it derailed in Montana last weekend. In this 911 call, the person reported the accident.
I see a train stop that says East Qualo. They were headed towards west on Amtrak. There's 4 Amtrak cars tipped over. A fifth one is tipped over.
Federal investigators now on the scene near Joplin, Montana. That's about 30 miles south of the Canadian border. The investigators say the train was traveling just under the speed limit at about 75 miles per hour when it went off the track. Authorities don't know the cause of the derailment, but they're studying video from the train and another locomotive that went over the same track. That was just about an hour earlier. 3 passengers were killed. More on these stories at townhall.com. I'm John Scott.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Chris Inviernos.
Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy, not Tuesday anymore, almost Thursday.
Yep.
It's Wednesday.
Welcome to halfway day.
Yeah. Am I the only one who can't wait for the rain tomorrow, or is it just me?
I mean, I'm excited about it. I'm more excited about the byproduct of it. I mean, the rain is great, but I'm excited about like the smell of the petrichor, the smell of the air.
You love saying petrichor.
I love it. It's like my favorite word. Petrichor is right up there with like penultimate. It's like it just makes me feel like I'm a little smarter than I am.
All I know is makes me happy inside. You call that what you want, but I like a good rain, and it's nice to see that every once in a while. I don't want it every day, all day. I mean, that'd be just crazy, but
It is a little weird that you stand at the doorway of your back patio, and you go, "Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a melody." It's a little weird that you do that, I just think.
That's just because I'm a big Eurythmics fan, but that has nothing to do with the rain.
Talk to me, Shuba, like lovers do.
What was what did she do? Annie Lennox, right?
Yeah, I don't think it was the Eurythmics. On that one, though.
Oh, who did that one?
I'm going to have to find out.
I don't remember either. But anyway, all I remember is Annie Lennox. What song did she do a song in
I'll be doggoned, it was the Eurythmics.
Oh, look at old Winters ain't as dumb as everyone thinks he is.
Look at you and your knowledge of the Eurythmics.
I was alive then. That's the difference.
There it is. Well, the big one wasn't she the turn around?
No, that's different. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay, see.
I'm tired. I could have sworn she did a solo song but it was for the Scrooged movie because Bill Murray was in the video. And I'm trying to think of what the song was, but I think it was not an Eurythmics song. I think it was an
song
Annie Lennox.
called "Put a Little Love in
That's
Your
it.
Heart."
That's it. I just remember the video of it. And I remember serenading Carl Lucas on the radio to this song.
Nice.
At a remote. And I freaked him out. That's the one.
With Al Green.
There it is.
Or stop before it gets flagged by
All right.
copyright.
My memory is not failing me too
Look
much.
at
That's
you.
good. But well, technically we're allowed to. We pay for all this. But those fine geniuses at Facebook seem to forget that about us in a radio station. So they always flag our content every time we play music. And I'm like, geniuses, we're a radio station that pays licensing for both digital, online, and on-air content of music. We give the artist a lot of money.
Since when did Facebook follow any laws?
Yeah, but that's the reason he jokes about the flag. Because people watch online, our audio gets muted because he played Annie Lennox there.
Yep.
And Facebook's like, you can't play Annie Lennox.
How dare you?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah? Yes,
Not
we
until
can.
Annie gets her cut.
Clown shoe, you don't run everything.
Apparently, if you make a video about anti-vaxxing, you're banned from YouTube now.
Yeah, I got banned. I'm a bad boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Was it last week? Last week or week before when we had Jennifer from the Chaves County Health Council join us? And it was last week because UNM was hosting a listening session where they wanted to find out why people aren't getting vaccinated and all that. So they were giving people gift cards if you log in and all that. So we were promoting that event. And so I'm talking about it, and YouTube said we were spreading false information, and they locked down our video and said if I do it one more time, I'm going to YouTube jail, and they're going to turn me.
The problem was you were spreading actual information.
They're going to put me on a milk carton, and God knows what else they're going to do to me. So
Well, that's why all that Australian TV is relegated to online. That's it. Nobody can watch Australian TV because they talk bad about Biden.
They're Biden back.
Yep, they're Biden back.
They should be talking bad about their own president, like the good Lord intended.
That's right.
Yeah, but we can always circle back.
That's right. Anyway, so I don't know. All that got from Annie Lennox, didn't it? Wow.
Thanks, Eurythmics.
That great
and your
haircut
weird
she had in the
encyclopedic
80s.
knowledge of the Eurythmics too.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
Yeah, I could see Sean with an Annie Lennox haircut, though.
I actually had that. It was 11th grade.
Blue hair and everything.
Wonder what she's up to nowadays.
Retirement?
Well, probably. But
I mean,
they're singers. They can.
Oh, so are we playing the Is-Was game?
Well, Tony Bennett. I mean, he still shows
Tony
up.
Bennett.
He's like 150 years old. I mean,
Yeah, he just put out an album with Lady Gaga, actually.
Isn't he he's like a cadaver now?
Is.
Yeah.
So she's still around.
I knew she was
is
still around. I just
66 years young.
See, she's not that old.
No.
Oh, don't even say years young. God, this makes me want to.
Annie Lennox, let's see. In addition to her career as a musician, Lennox is also a political and social activist notable for raising money and awareness for HIV charities in Africa.
Well, why am I not surprised?
Well, I like she raised money. I don't know about that political activist. Shut up and sing songs.
Well, that's why we haven't heard from her in a long time, is nobody listens.
So if you get famous for singing songs, no one wants to hear your opinions on other things. Shut up and sing your songs and move on.
There you go. Then again, Sinead O'Connor is like the biggest thing she ever did. Was like, express her
I'm wearing a
opinions on
Legion hat.
SNL.
I can't have a comment here.
I thought you were going to say I'm wearing a Sinead O'Connor shirt under all this. I can't.
All I'm saying is, when's the last time you seen a Sinead O'Connor joint? Just saying. Those people go where they're supposed to go, into obscurity.
They're over at Lilith Fair.
Let them go off into obscurity like the good Lord intended.
That's right.
Bye-bye now.
I think you're at your limit for that line today.
Oh, no. I got at least 3 more in there.
The day is young.
Oh, boy.
We are going to talk actual American Legion here in just a minute. We got just a bit. Jen and Lee from American Legion Post 61 are going to join us, and we'll chit-chat. Well, you've got a couple more weeks to get in on this for the drawing for this sweet wall quilt. They're going to do the drawing for that after the conclusion of the farmers market, which is going to be here in October.
For the 15th, I think.
Yeah, so it'll be here in October. So you got a couple weeks left to get that. We'll get an update on everything else too.
There's not a lot of tickets left, I'll tell you that.
That's a good problem. Can we make more?
I mean, they're paper.
But, I'll be out of town, so somebody else will have to do it.
We'll give you IOUs, a series of IOUs. This one's for a Lamborghini. You might want to hold on to this one.
Yeah.
It's all there. We calculate every penny.
Down to the last nickel. But so we'll talk American Legion here with Jen and Lee in just a bit. Later on this hour, we'll get you up to date with local news, along with your Sean Hannity update, Town Hall Business Report as well, and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Before we do any of that, though, let's take a look at that weather. Nice today. In my world, nice tomorrow, too. Here it is.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks sunny and hot today with afternoon highs close to 90 and a little bit breezy. Clear overnight with our low in the upper 50s, and then we've got some big changes coming up tomorrow with a storm system moving through eastern New Mexico. Good chance of showers and afternoon thunderstorms and even some heavy rainfall possible. Tomorrow's high in the mid to upper 70s. Rain will continue Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, did I adjust my weather? I did. Check me out. 73 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 43%. Winds currently out of the west at 5 miles per hour. Nice day today. Mostly sunny. Expect highs right around 87. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight with an overnight low of 57. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then there's Thursday. We are looking at a 70% chance of rain for you Thursday. Pretty much all day. They're talking rain chances and thunderstorm chances throughout the day tomorrow. They're saying north winds 5 to 10, mostly cloudy, high of 74 for the high tomorrow. So we're going to also drop about 15-degree difference between today and tomorrow. They're saying we could get anywhere from a tenth to a quarter of an inch is what they're saying yeah, but in New Mexico, that's a lot. Or southeast New Mexico, that's a lot for us. So we'll see at one time. Then Thursday night, we're looking at an 80% chance of rain. Overnight low of 56, north winds at around 10. Friday, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, high of 72, north winds at around 10. 20% chance of rain for Friday night as well, partly cloudy, overnight low of 51. Then weekend. According to this, rain-free. Saturday, sunny, high of 78. Sunday, sunny, high of 80. And then looks like Monday, first day of officially of the fair, the parade, mostly sunny, high of 81. There is a 20% chance of showers Monday night. And Tuesday, expect mostly sunny skies, a high of 78 with that 20% chance of rain. Hey, real quick before we take a break here, Graves Farm. They got you covered when it comes to the green chili. They got full of flavor, available in big gyms, extra hots, regular hots, and milds. Do people get mild? I guess they do. If you're new to green chili, I guess there might be some people get mild, but I'm kind of like, that's like getting cake and not eating the cake. You do you, though. Whatever your proclivities, you do you. Graves Farm's got you covered. You can shop at the Graves Farm and Garden Store, which is now open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 8:30 to 5:30, and Sundays from 1 to 5. Get all kinds of delicious, fresh, homegrown produce, and those green chilies available. You can get a bag of them through the store, but if you need larger quantities, like a half bushel or a bushel, you can get it right there, roasted on site. And here's the best part of all of this. Graves Farm will ship green chilies to anywhere in the United States. Let me say that again. Green chili will be shipped anywhere in the United States by the folks at Graves Farm. Call them direct, 575-622-1889. Again, that's 575-622-1889, and they will ship green chilies anywhere in the United States. So that last time when Cousin Alad and Aunt Sue came visiting, and you turned them on to some green chili, and they love it. Now you're their green chili mule, and you got to get them chili all the time. give them the phone number, or you call and send it to them direct and make it sound like a Christmas gift or something. Do what you got to do. But anyway, you can take that headache out of your world thanks to Graves Farm. And they accept EBT, WIC, all the major credit and debit cards at the store. It's great. Come on by. They're located, Graves Farm is 6.5 miles southwest of Roswell. They're off the old Dexter Highway. Come on by and call direct for those green chilies, 575-622-1889. All right, we got a 3-minute break, and then we'll talk with Jen and Lee from American Legion Post 61. Don't go away.
As the school year comes to an end and COVID restrictions start to ease, don't lose sight of the lessons learned. Cover your cough, positive personal hygiene, respect one another, show and tell others you love them. Fiscal and social responsibility are great ways to show your love. This is Damon Graham, your local New York Life agent. I can help you show your love to others. Call me at 575-623-0803 so we can determine how you best can show your love. Expect to be blessed.
Okay, so look, Mexican restaurants are everywhere around here. You can throw a rock and hit an authentic Mexican restaurant. Don't throw rocks. But La Gran Victoria is different. Delicious, authentic, made from scratch family recipes and even a few favorites too, like agua frescas in a variety of flavors. Take advantage of Taco Tuesday, Hamburger Wednesday, and the daily 2-2-2-2 breakfast special with 2 eggs, bacon, sausage, and your choice of potatoes for only $7.49. Open at 8 a.m. for breakfast 7 days a week at the corner of 4th and Richardson. Find them on Facebook too. La Gran Victoria, Roswell's home at the flavor.
You trust your locally owned Big O Tires with your keys because we know that they're more than keys. They're how you get by, how you get in, how you get to work, how you get to your family, and how you do what you love. These keys are essential to your life and where you want to go. At Big O, we understand the importance of your keys and what they mean to you, which is why when you choose to give us yours, you can trust us to treat you fairly, get you back on the road as quickly as possible, and always give you a good deal. Now through October 10th, save up to $100 instantly on select sets of 4 in-stock tires with installation purchase. Because when you want the best for your vehicle, finding someone you know and trust is key. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details. Some stores in Missouri, Kansas, and Minnesota are company owned.
Welcome to the Asian market. This is Nok. Right now we have a new ingredient like galanga, lemongrass, lime leaf, and Thai chili to make tom yam gung and tom kha gai. And try out new delicious new soup on Saturday. Come see me at the Asian Market, 5702 South Main. Call for order 840-5309.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571 to sign up. Call now.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Astronauts are not allowed to eat beans before they go into space because passing wind in a spacesuit damages them. The suits or the astronauts? Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 22 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the American Legion Post 61 family, we got Commander Lee and I guess President Jen.
Yes, that's right.
Good morning, President of the Auxiliary, Commander of the Post. Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
All right, this morning.
Peach Keen Dandy, thanks.
Yeah, deal. Yeah, it's kind of it's busy.
I don't have that switch like you have. I can't just turn on. I guess that means I'll never be any good at radio.
Well, it's. I'm not proud of the ability, but yes, I can sit here and spew and do all this, and then turn off this mic and stare at the wall for an hour and be just content. That's me.
See, with my wife, the way I perk her up, I show her cat videos and stuff. Then she's all excited again.
Get that hang in there poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I got the ones that they're climbing out of the couch.
Yeah, those are cute. She likes those.
Good deal. Well, again, as always, the Post family's been busy once again. Lots of stuff been going on. A lot of good things. A lot more good things coming up here too. So
unbelievable. The schedule is just jam packed.
Yeah. So. Just kind of recapping a bit. We did get an opportunity to do our Gold Star family event, or Gold Star Mother ceremony on Sunday.
Yes.
We honored another
Christopher Allen Sanders.
Yeah, honored his family with a nice little private ceremony.
Yes.
Public's invited, but generally speaking, those are more subdued events. But once again, thank you to First United Methodist Church for supporting us in that endeavor. Of course, our Chaves County Veterans, the Honor Guard, they come out and help out each time on this stuff. It's just it's a group effort every time. And I know we as a post kind of host or put together event, but we're very appreciative of all the entities that assist us and step up involved as we help to. And the thank you to the family, because that's not easy. I mean, it's, when you've got when you've lost a family member and you're grieving that, time. There's no timetable on that. Obviously, it's. I mean, you go to move on.
I believe the incident occurred in 2008, and it's been 13 years, and it's still raw.
And exactly, but even for them, it's okay. Maybe they've come to peace or kind of dealt with some of those issues, and now it's bringing that back to the forefront a little bit for them, which is always hard on a family. And we thank them very much for allowing us to honor and thank them for their sacrifice. But at the same time, raise a little awareness for the role of the military person, the Gold Star family, the Blue Star family, why we cherish these individuals and why they are so important to the fabric of our country. So thank you for allowing us to do that. We do appreciate that.
And I'd also like to give a shout out to Tom Blake. He did a really good job as always.
He just, you know what? I take him for granted because he's just a stalwart. He just shows up.
He's
but
just
you're absolutely
always
right.
there
Big
when you need
thank
him.
you to Tom Blake. He comes through every single time. He's an amazing guy. So, so we had a great event. We'll do our next one here in April. We'll give you more information for that. Would like to. I mean, it is a private, subdued event, but we would love to have the public come and sit and be a part of it. Show support.
Right.
Show your appreciation to the family and things like
They're
that.
your neighbors, and their children paid the price.
They absolutely did. So, so thank you to them, and we'll give you some more information about that as we get closer to the April event. Let's see, what else do we want to recap? Do we want to talk district stuff, or is that more?
Yeah, that's kind of,
Yeah. What else in the past we want to make sure we talk about the post before we talk about Halloween and all the other
Well,
stuff?
Memory Lawn.
The update there. That's a good one.
Yeah, we're going to be painting that fence here real soon. I don't know when, because Don,
the chairman
he's the chairman of the Memory Lawn Committee. He gets back, I think, tomorrow sometime. He was in Egypt sailing down the Nile.
Yeah.
For real. And
yes.
He should be back tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to be doing farmers market on Saturday. I'd like to, but I don't know what Don's schedule is.
Gotcha.
The rest of the post seems to want to skip it.
They want to focus on they want to focus on the Eastern New Mexico State Fair.
Right,
which we will be at.
We're going to be at Eastern New Mexico State
Beginning
Fair.
Monday, we'll be in the commercial building there all week long.
Right.
Yep. So
in the normal
our
hours.
booth is going to be in the northwest corner.
Okay.
So if you have questions or you want to sign up a membership or you've just been itching to donate something.
And if one of your last chances to get in on the drawing for the wall quilt here,
we will have tickets.
That will be
at the fair.
Yeah. So you'll got again. That's only $5. And if you're not familiar, I've told the story and talked about it a few times. But if you missed it, our Post 61 family, most of the auxiliary, they're the ones with the skill set here. Let's be honest.
We do have some really good seamstresses. Yes.
They created this handmade wall quilt. It obviously depicts the kind of the universal symbol for our fallen soldier.
The battle cross.
The battle cross, the boots with the helmet. That's kind of a unwritten rule symbol of that.
The KIA.
Yeah, we know instantly what that means when we see that. So it's got that imagery. But then in the corners, it's got the 4 stars. Those stars came off of retired American flags. We had a big flag retirement ceremony back in June where
we did.
2,000 flags.
1,200.
1,200. I always keep upping it. 17,000 flags were.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It
1.2 million flags.
Yes, it was 1,200 or so flags.
So there's some flags that were retired. But anyway, someone said, hey, let's use some of these. So a lot of times if you've never seen or been a part of a flag retirement, a lot of times they'll take the stars in the blue field and cut them out as mementos, keepsakes, treasured heirlooms for individuals.
Yep.
To do what they want with it. You keep it as their own. So we took 4 of those and incorporated them into the quilt. I say we, they did. I was just I was like, all right, yeah, let's do that. There, I had nothing to do with that. No skills.
You did help cut out stars during the ceremony, though.
Matter of fact, I still got a battle scar. See how the fingernails are all longer? It's because I almost cut the cuticle off there about paying attention. Yeah,
good job.
They don't let. That's why they don't let me handle sharp objects.
Oh.
But anyway, it's a beautiful quilt. It's a lot of love put into this thing. I challenge you to try to make it on your own without it looking bad, because I couldn't do it. But anyway, please, $5 all asking for tickets. They've been selling them out at the farmers markets each week. They'll continue to do so. But it'll be out at the fair in the commercial building all week next week.
Right.
Come by for a visit. If you'd like to learn more about becoming a Legionnaire or a auxiliary member or son of the Legion, come see us, talk to us. They'll have information there. If you want to volunteer, like with memory lawn stuff, we'll have a liaison there to talk to you about what you need to know there.
Or if you want to make a donation to help
or make
us
a
out.
donation, we'll accept
happily
those.
take your money.
We'll accept those for that. and trust me, if you earmark it for memory lawn, that's exactly where it'll go. It doesn't go into some American
we have a
Legion
separate
journal
bank account
fund.
for it and everything.
Yeah, so if you say, hey, here's $100, go put it towards memory lawn.
We've had people do that, yeah.
It's exactly what we will do for it, and we thank you for allowing us to be the conduit for that. So.
Exactly.
Are they selling anything at the fair? Are they going to have any steering wheel covers?
Donalita has been churning them out like crazy.
Okay, yeah, so
she's got it down to an hour and a half, I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So if you so if you've missed opportunities to get some of these items at the farmers market because you don't want to get up early, I get you. Come on out to the fair. You can do it later in the day and get the same cool stuff. And get some of our
my understanding is she's working on Air Force, Navy.
I think
she's got one Marine, I think.
No, she's got a few Marines, but she's got some.
But then she come and got some more fabric for some of the other ones.
Oh, good.
So she's going to be churning them out.
Right.
All right.
And the steering wheel covers are quilted like the wall hanging.
Very much like the wall hanging.
And the purpose of them is when you go into the store and, it's Roswell, it gets hot, you put it over the steering wheel, and when you come out, you can actually take it off and touch your steering wheel instead of burning your fingers.
And I would imagine it works equally well in the winter when the steering wheel's too
tried
cold.
That, but it might, yeah.
It's got Insulbright inside of it, which
so it's a little insulated,
insulation.
So I imagine it'll keep your.
It should go both
keep
ways.
it from freezing your fingers off when you're trying to turn the wheel.
And
in the
if
winter.
nothing else, it's pride in your service branch or just whichever
Yeah, it really
patriotic
looks
fabric.
cool.
Yeah.
Especially the new Air Force one. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm curious. What's do they know what's been the most popular or most requested?
We've been getting a lot of Marines.
Army
and Marines.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Generally, because if you look at recruiting numbers in the military overall, they're like when you go to MEPS, it's like 3-1 Army versus any other branch. Marines are maybe 2-1, and then the Navy and Air Force
although
guys.
we can't keep Air Force on the shelf, it just
Yeah.
flies off.
Yeah.
They're all
We actually
pretty
made
equally
one
popular.
Coast Guard one by request, and that
We
one's
still have
gone.
that one. We're
We
still waiting
have
for
that
yeah.
one? Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Somebody came and said, "Hey, you don't have Coast Guard," so we made one, and then we haven't seen them since.
All right. All right. Well, get out here and claim your reputation here and represent.
Yeah, they're only $20 each, and like the donations that you give us for the wall hanging, all of it goes to help local veterans and children here in Roswell.
Yeah. If you're kind of wondering what we do with the other monies and things, it's obviously the memory lawn stuff. We donate monies to like where the holidays will be around the corner here. We generally start providing some turkeys and various things to some of our local charities.
And there's local shelters and things as well.
Refuge, things like that.
But then we also have the American Legion family programs as well, which promotes patriotism, Americanism, education, all of those as well.
Absolutely.
So we donate to those too.
Absolutely. And
I just signed up for Wreaths Across America, so we'll be doing that in December.
Very good. Very nice. And and of course, like Jen was saying, the education outreach side. We do, so If you
well, I'm working with Goddard. I went and saw the principal the other day. He quizzed me on
He's a very nice gentleman.
history from Aristotle to present day.
Very knowledgeable. Yeah.
Anyway,
well, I'm glad he's in education, and that's probably a good thing.
Yes.
Anyway, he wants us to do vets in the classroom this year.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
we're going to try to get some Vietnam vets and such.
Excellent.
In the classrooms at Goddard. They want us to do a ceremony. We'll probably do a POW-MIA.
Yeah, it's usually a good one.
And then he wanted some veteran stories and question and answers. And stuff. So we'll be working with Goddard on that as soon as the principal gets back to me on that.
Awesome. And of course,
I reached out to Roswell High, but nobody's called me back yet.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll reach out and get back here. I know there's probably two events coming up here in the coming weeks. We definitely want to put on people's radar here. One
Halloween.
One is our Halloween
drive-through.
drive-through event, Saturday the 30th. Which is that day before.
Bigger and better.
Come out. First United Methodist Church, once again, is kind enough to let us use their facility to host this event. It'll be outdoor, bigger, stronger, faster, steroided up drive-through event.
It's going to be at least twice the size of last year.
Yeah.
Very cool. So
our chairmen have been working really hard on it. They've been coming up with new scenes, and they've even bought some new stuff.
Awesome. And
they're very excited.
It'll start around dark. There on
5 to 8.
5 to 8. So around dark there that Saturday night. Come drive through, just asking for donation, whatever you can spare. If you give us $1, thank you. If you give us $1,000, thank you.
I should be able to get the posters out Thursday.
Okay, but it's going to be a lot of cool, and then of course candy will be served at the end.
Of course, yes. That's part of the fun. Is
now
we have all of the members of the family get together and bag up candy.
I gotta ask because there was an elaborate system for candy distribution created.
Yes, there was.
Is that in effect, or is it 2.0, bigger, faster, stronger again too?
Well, the original didn't work out quite like we'd hoped.
Okay.
So we just.
So this is a new and improved.
Well, hopefully.
Lessons learned.
Yeah.
Now with Retson.
But we do have like an assembly line that we worked out.
Good deal. So
all decontaminated and.
Good deal. So
COVID safe.
I would imagine, could we use some candy donations for that?
Oh, yeah.
Very much so.
So if folks would like to, I know there's going to be a lot of people hitting you up for candy over the next
couple
of weeks.
Albertsons really came through last year, so we're hoping that they'll come through
So if you'd like to donate candy to us, that's a great way to help us out. So bring a bag if you're thinking
the big bags of the small.
Yeah, your fun size candy.
Yeah.
Because we mix and match them. We put them in baggies and
sanitize it, make it in a sanitized candy bubble for each patron that comes through.
Right, and not just kids. Mostly kids.
And I'm not going to knock anybody in town, but I heard that one of the other venues was giving out like 3 pieces of candy per kid. We were like giving out massive bags.
Oh, you're saying we're the good place.
And
you're scouting out like who's got the good candy scores.
We
we're
found
the good
out
candy
later
scores.
that's why some of these people were going through 2 and 3 times,
Right.
even though they had to wait a half an hour to go through to get those big, huge.
The little Ziploc bags of candy.
I like
big old handful.
I like the cut of their jib because I'd be doing the same thing.
We only had one incident last year, and we're going to avoid that this year. We had,
good.
One person cut in front of another, I guess it was, and I thought they were going to come to blows.
It's like candy, guys. It's
candy,
okay.
guys. Come on, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there's a way to solve that.
Yeah.
Like
We'll have
the one that cuts,
traffic.
you get them, serve them, and then the one they cut in front of, you're like, you're our 20th customer. You win a free blah, 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 blah. And, and then that's so that person feels kind of like a dummy after that.
Okay.
And you won 20%. You did nothing wrong. You got your point across, and you made the person who got wronged happy and the person who tried to wrong feel like a jerk at the end.
Well, yeah.
Victory! That's what I call that.
Hadn't thought of it that way, yeah.
Mike, I don't ever want to be on your bad side. I really don't.
I will help anybody to the nth degree. But if you're trying to nefariously sabotage people for no reason other than your own personal gain, I'm going to throw you under a bus hard.
If we were to bring down the jocularity a little bit, on October 24th,
yes,
we're going to have a White Star ceremony.
Ah, very cool.
So before Halloween, we're going to do a White Star ceremony.
Yes. Again, to remind folks, a White Star is for military members that committed suicide.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we honor those.
We're going to do
individuals.
suicide awareness, but it will be a program to honor Ralph Green's departed son.
Yeah, the gentleman that's been helping us out so much at Memory Lawn.
Yeah.
He's but I will just say this right now: if it wasn't for that man, we wouldn't be bragging about all the good stuff happening at Memory Lawn right now.
No, he
Him and a
does lot
couple of
good.
others,
Don
yeah.
does a lot of good
Oh,
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Joey and Donalita do great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but integral part.
Yeah, him and his brush hog and his riding lawnmowers have been integral.
Well,
He's
and
been
you
making us
got to
look good
mention
here for a while.
Justin too, because Justin's doing a great job.
Yeah, he's
too.
doing a lot of the watering and stuff out there.
Yeah, these people just lending a hand, doing their thing. That's good
Yeah.
people doing good things. That's what we're all about, and what we're trying to put together and connect
Right.
with all that.
So we figured, knowing what happened to his son, we would honor his
Yeah.
son and
So the
pay
details on the
respects.
24th is at First United Methodist Church.
Yes.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Same thing.
Public more than welcome
Yes.
to attend.
Yes, please come thank him and pay respects.
Yes. Please remember, this is a solemn ceremony, so
Yes.
quiet, respectful. This
Mhm.
is we're here to pay tribute to a fallen soldier. So, that's
Right.
So, and his family.
Yes,
of course.
of course.
And November, we've got the Veterans Day Parade.
Veterans Day Parade.
November
yes.
6th, if you would like to sponsor us, please, the website has the sponsor package on it. Before I go on vacation on Friday, I will send out the letters. Hopefully somebody will help us out.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money for us to do these things, so any support we can get from the public is well appreciated.
Absolutely.
I do want to mention Reineke Medical.
Been a big support
They
to us.
really stepped up their game this year. They sent us a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful to them. Yeah.
They're patriots through and through.
Awesome. So, but put it on your calendars, November 6th, which is that Saturday before Veterans Day. We will be doing our Veterans Day Parade celebration. It'll be like on the courthouse lawn.
Yeah.
Like last time, we're going to start our ceremony and things.
About 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to
About
go 9
o'clock.
to 10 this year instead of 9 to 9:30.
We have an amazing guest speaker for this year's
Yeah.
event, Mr. Swickard.
Yes.
He's a Vietnam veteran because the theme for this year's parade is the Vietnam conflict.
Right.
Jack Swickard.
Jack Swickard, like you said, his character was portrayed in the movie We Were Soldiers. If you remember Greg Kinnear, the actor Greg Kinnear, his role, he's the helicopter pilot. He's the guy, basically, their one source to these troops getting in and out because they were isolated from everything. And
They were
and he
surrounded
was
They
that-
kept closing the landing zones, and he kept flying into
He was the
them,
one guy that was
Yeah.
getting them out, doing his thing, and
bringing
so
in the ammo, bringing out the wounded.
the real
yeah, the real
person
guy.
that did that is going to be speaking. He lives here in New Mexico.
Yeah, he's right here in Roswell.
hmm
Yeah.
And I think he's done radio stuff. That's where I think I know him. He's done.
I don't know that he's done radio. I think he was heavily involved with the newspaper.
Okay, maybe that's where it is. But I know I've
Like
got
Roswell Daily Record, and
like-
then he owned one, I think, in Las Cruces or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly.
Anyway, I think there is still a radio connection in there somewhere in my past.
Could be.
I feel like that. No, there's something in there. I don't know. But anyway,
Well, you'll get a chance to ask him.
exactly. Yeah. But yeah. So
We've got the Boy Scouts scheduled to come out. They're going to be
do the wreaths and everything.
do the wreaths and the pledge and all that stuff. We got Tom Blake scheduled to
and then we'll
sing
have
some
our
songs.
the parade part where we
Parade part's going to go up to the
street.
Wool Bowl. Now, according to the parade committee, we're going to have vendor trucks up there. I think 5 vendors.
Okay, so
we're
come
gonna be up
after
there.
the parade, come for an after party, and
we're trying to get the car clubs.
a little car show. Maybe?
Yeah, we're trying to get that
Okay.
going. The only hitch in our get along is if both Goddard and
playoff games.
Roswell have a playoff game on November 6th, we've got to vacate by probably 12:30.
Well, we'd have lucked out this weekend because there's no games at the Wool Bowl this weekend if it was
Yeah.
Veterans Day. That doesn't help us, but
Yeah.
Well, once you petition Congress and get Veterans Day moved, then we'll be able to do it on these weekends.
but yeah. So put the 6th down on your calendar. Make plans to be a part of it. Come on down. Like I said, everything will get underway at the Chaves County Courthouse lawn about 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
on
the
that
art
Saturday.
and essay contest is on.
Very good.
So it starts on October 1.
Okay.
And it goes to October 29th.
And they can get that through their classrooms, right?
Well, they're supposed to be able to get it, but the teachers would be able to download the, like the K through 2 will be able to download the coloring sheets. We're going to have not only the poppies that we had last year, but then we've got various depictions, like a plane or a
military styles.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Imaging. Something like that. Nothing grotesque or anything.
No, they're little kids.
They're kids.
Patriotic, proud thing.
Exactly.
Patriotic. And of course, the essay contest winner, I believe, with Mike Winters' permission, will be able to read their essay on
if they're willing. I'll let
again.
them.
And I did talk to Roswell Mall.
Okay.
And we're going to be able to put up the artwork at Roswell Mall.
Nice.
Yep.
So
Cool.
that's all in the Hall of Heroes.
Right.
Excellent. So again, if you don't inquire with your teachers beginning next week, if you do not get any results, reach out to us via online or whatever website, and we'll make sure that information gets.
Well, I gave that information to Jennifer Cole, although she has not called me back yet. She has all the information, and last year she was able to distribute all that.
Awesome.
Yeah, she
really
did.
quickly.
Good deal.
So,
Well,
I need to.
I'm sure that's what will happen. But if you don't get it for whatever reason,
email,
reach out. We'll get it to you.
Right. Yeah, the art contest is for all age groups, and then, of course, the essay contest is for junior high and high school, college. So
Yeah, and we have
all the rules and regs are on RoswellLegion.org.
Yep, that's our official website here. You can find information on the parade, on our post. Our
all the
scholarships,
events
when
coming up,
we
really.
fire that back up again, that'll be through there and everything.
And scholarship. We awarded a scholarship.
We did have a winner.
Nursing student at
Veteran.
Eastern New Mexico
She is
Universal
veteran.
Roswell.
Yep.
She's in her second year of nursing there, so she won one of our
Was she a medical
Norman E. Harpul's guest specialists.
Was she a medic or medical in military?
She told me that she was never actually deployed, although she was both active and guard.
Okay.
I don't believe she was actually deployed.
But was her career in through medical, or was it something else? Do you know? Just curious.
I don't recall.
I don't remember reading her TD 214 what that was.
I just
on
didn't
there.
know if that's what spawned her desire to do medical, and she did some of that, and then got the initial training, and now is going to get her degrees and things. After
I don't know. My
college,
guess
or
is she
after
just probably recognized that there was a desperate need for good nurses and decided to continue her service.
Well, the reason I was thinking, I was like, man, if she was a medic or something, I can't imagine what she trained for and experienced there. If she got through that, this nursing stuff should be pretty
Like I
manageable.
said, she was never like at the sand pile.
Yeah, but they still got to train for all that.
I suppose.
They got to. It's put it this way: just because someone in the military didn't do something in the real world per se, doesn't mean they didn't do it 100 times. It's true.
I'm not trying to
I know what you're saying.
downgrade her
I just don't want
quality of service.
I want people that don't know the military world, because I'm sure they hear that and probably think, oh, well, then they probably didn't. No, you don't. It doesn't work that way in the military. It's not the day of like the old cartoons of the guy peeling potatoes in the back behind, and that's that they did all day. That's not how the military works.
Yeah, it's a very
Gomer Pyle. Huh?
Yeah. But I was just curious. I was wondering if that's where she was in the medical side. But if for folks, please come out to these events. Look for us at the fair here. Look for our booth in the commercial building. Come on out if you'd like to. Be more hands-on with our veteran stuff. I'm sure we'd love to have you at the meetings. Are y'all pretty much meeting every Tuesday to Veterans Day now, pretty much, or to the event, or
no?
Okay,
for the parade.
The parade committee.
No. The only thing we're waiting on is a permit from the state.
Okay.
And we will probably meet again
the
week of the 15th. I think it's the 19th.
The 19th, yeah.
So, and I'll remind folks if you want to do that. But I'd love to have more people involved and getting. It's a community event like everything else. The community.
The community is always welcome to the parade meetings.
Mhm.
And they're always on a Tuesday, usually about 6 o'clock here at the radio station.
Absolutely. And then when you're planning your Halloween weekend festivities, don't forget on the 30th, Saturday, come on out First United Methodist Church beginning about 5 p.m., go until about 8.
Yeah.
And then
after the Bowloween, come join us at First United.
Exactly. Don't when you're done rolling hot dogs.
One thing I did discuss with Z over at Goddard is he's going to try to get their marching band.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
For the parade.
Oh,
so
good.
this isn't a for sure thing yet, but
fingers
at
crossed.
At least we got
Hopefully
it in
they can
the
make that
pipeline.
happen.
Yeah.
Can't have a parade without a band, right? Gotta have a good band and a parade.
Well, we're hoping Youth Challenge will be able to come out and do their
flag and
their
everything.
banner,
Okay.
their garrison flag, and stuff. We're hoping, but
the world of COVID, nothing's set in stone.
It's for sure. So, yeah, if you're interested in any of the things that we're doing, go online to roswelllegion.org, and we're also planning to have another meeting. We're going to bump it a week because of the fair. So our next regularly scheduled meeting is going to be the second Thursday of October.
Right.
Which is like the 12th, or I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, the second Thursday at 6 o'clock at First United.
Very good. Excellent. And look for us out at the fair this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Come out.
That's right. The fabric party this week is canceled.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we're not doing
focusing on-
Thursday this week.
It's all fair.
And
Yeah.
I don't
Getting ready
think
for
they're
the
going to do it next Thursday either because of the fair.
Right, yeah.
Makes sense.
So it'll
All
be
hands on
3
deck
weeks.
for the fair.
Pardon the pun, but that sounds fair.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad stick's my deal. If it wasn't bad stick, I would have nothing to talk about. Is there anything we missed? Anything we wanted to make sure we get out there? Or do we get it all?
I think we, yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
Now we'll catch it next time, I guess.
Yeah, if you want to donate, not only can you do it at the fair or the farmer's market or just...
You can go at any time to our website.
Yeah, there's a donate button. Just press the button and type in what you want to donate.
RoswellLegion.org.
Yes.
Just type that in. It'll take you right there. And then, of course, if you want to talk to us live and everything, like I said, fair will be a good place. Catch us. We'll be out there all
I
week.
do need to mention that Post 28 is teaming up with us for the Veterans Day.
Yeah, that is
so
true.
So if you go to their website, nmlegionpost28.org, you will see exactly the same information. But there's no donate button on their site. So.
Gotcha. So, but the big thank you to them for partnering with us once again for that too. So,
Yes.
as they do with quite a few things, we do a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
make a pretty good team.
joint effort events and things. So it's a good thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Enjoy
Thanks
your
for having
trip.
us.
I know you guys are about to go travel, so enjoy your
I
trip.
haven't been on a vacation in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I think
And we've been
it's
rather busy, so we're
well
looking for a
earned.
little bit of downtime.
Yeah, good for you guys. And now we can actually kind of take one now that COVID. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a thing. It's like, well, I wanted to. It's just no place to go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, good deal. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Take care.
All right.
It is 9:50. Let's go ahead and get you up to date with local news. Sean Hannity update, your town hall business report as well. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. New details in that bizarre threat case at the Chavez County Jail. We first told you about this yesterday. Sheriff Mike Harrington says deputies, Roswell PD, state police, and ATF agents responded to the jail in reference to a man that walked in, left a large metal tank in the lobby, and then made a comment about blowing the jail up. As the man left the building, he then pulled the fire alarm, driving off. The building was secured for the state police bomb team. The man was finally located in a field north of the jail and arrested there. The cylinder tank turned out to be harmless. Roswell fire units responded Tuesday to the 700 block of South Atkinson for the report of a garage fire. Firefighters began to attack the flames shortly after arriving. They were able to knock down the fire pretty quickly. Searches of the interior were conducted, but nobody was found inside. Investigators were called to the scene to help figure out the cause of that fire. No injuries reported. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
The truth and nothing but. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Millie needs to be put on ice pending a complete, thorough investigation that, based on the evidence we currently have after today, would remove him from that position. By the way, where do you meet the parents, Stu and Kathy Scheller, later at the top of the next hour? Yeah, their son, who served this great country, I think he did 5 or 6 tours of duty, one for over a year, put his life on the line for the country. 17 years he's been a Marine, and he spoke out proudly against this disaster, and he talked about the lack of accountability. Now he's in the brig, and he's unable to even communicate with his own family. It's unbelievable the times we're living in.
Keeping you on the straight path. Later today, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Cozy season right around the corner. Fluffy blankets, pumpkin lattes, new window treatments that make you happy to stay indoors. Our friends at Blinds.com, they make it easy and affordable to install window treatments. Now you get to choose from hundreds of styles. You get advice from a Blinds.com designer, absolutely free. Fall in love with your home. Just go to Blinds.com and save up to 35% off site-wide. Blinds.com, rules and restrictions may apply.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people will remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Free.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. It looks sunny and hot today with afternoon highs close to 90 and a little bit breezy. Clear overnight with our low in the upper 50s, and then we've got some big changes coming up tomorrow with a storm system moving through eastern New Mexico. Good chance of showers and afternoon thunderstorms and even some heavy rainfall possible. Tomorrow's high in the mid to upper 70s. Rain will continue Friday. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Greg Clugston. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren wants to replace the Fed chairman.
Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren faced off with Fed Chair Jerome Powell at a Senate hearing, telling him she will oppose giving him a second term as head of the central bank. Warren called Powell a dangerous man and says his role in regulating our nation's banks gives her grave concern.
Correspondent Keith Peters. President Biden will soon face a decision whether or not to renominate Powell to a second 4-year term. There's a power crunch in China where the government is enforcing electricity to meet conservation targets. People in northeastern China are using flashlights and generators. Factories in the busiest manufacturing provinces have been ordered to suspend production for up to a week, which could lead to a disruption in global supplies of smartphones as well as other goods. With business, I'm Greg Clugston.
Score a jackpot of a great deal during the Instant Savings Vehicle event at Roswell Nissan. All in-stock vehicles have been marked down during this massive event, so odds are you'll save big. Get a 2011 Nissan Rogue, a 2013 Hyundai Veloster, a 2015 Nissan Altima, and more for only $149 a month, or a brand new 2021 Nissan Titan 4x4 Crew Cab for under $40,000. Get a free 12-pack and spin the wheel just for stopping by, and while you're there, enter to win a multi-game table. Play to win this month at Roswell Nissan. 2111 West 2nd.
As a business leader, you want what's best for your employees. You want them to be happy, take pride in their work, and have access to better health. That's where we come in. Health plans from True Health New Mexico offer members access to over 10,000 providers in facilities throughout New Mexico. Many prescription drugs have $0 copays, and many plans cover behavioral health 100%. Be true to your company and to your employees. Visit TrueHealthNewMexico.com.
Attention farmers, laborers, and construction crews. You don't want to miss the Champion Inc. auction Saturday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. sharp. Champion Inc. has commissioned Bill Johnston Auctioneers to sell the following equipment at this public auction: a telehandler, a backhoe, forklifts, dump trucks, trailers, pickups, welders, van trailers, a boat, an antique car, jet skis, quality contractors, shop equipment, and so much more. Located at the intersection of Highway 285 and Ritchie Avenue in Artesia. Go west on Ritchie to this auction site and look for the signs. The Champion Inc. auction, Saturday, October 2nd, 9 a.m. sharp.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you could call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. China has more English speakers than the United States. They have more Chinese speakers, too. Here's Mike Winters.
Sometimes you got to state the obvious to get things through to people. Good morning. It is closing in on 10 o'clock. That's going to do it for us for today's show. If you missed any part of it, I invite you to check it out at your leisure. We had Travis Hicks talking Eastern New Mexico State Fair with us in the 7 o'clock hour, getting us updates and all the stuff happening next week. In the 8 o'clock hour, Bill Wolf with Big Brothers Big Sisters joined us, and they're going to be bowling again. Their Bowloween 2021 is happening on Saturday, October 30th. Go to their website or their Facebook page to learn more information there. And then, of course, we just had Lee and Jen from American Legion Post 61 family join us, talking about a Halloween event on the 30th, talking about Veterans Parade on the 6th, talked about the fair, out at the fair this weekend, and all kinds of stuff website as well there, too. Go back, check out the interviews, ksvptv.com. in the Mornings with Mike Winters channel, or our 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM Facebook wall, or you know what, download our apps too. We got our apps, and so you can always I think it archives a couple things in our app and all that too, and then of course you can get us on Alexa and all that as well. That's going to do it for us.